Starts with the letter M. Just scrolling to get to M, I'm like, do you know everyone on this planet? It is staggering to me how many people are in her phone.
I mean, I still have, right, like your wife's name, and it says Thrill's wife.
Which cracks me up. Like, who else?
Well,
You've known her for 25 years, man.
I know other women with that name.
Ooh, well, ahoy there, and happy birthday to this no-name anonymous person with no age attached. So I just trying to be quick. I don't know what you do on your birthday, but for Tony Tiger's birthday, he got real drunk. And as friends do, we decided to shave his entire body, head to toe. After we discovered he had a lot of racist tattoos under that fur. So Aunt Jemima and Uncle Ben weren't too pleased with what they found, but Tony explained it away. Now it's just water under the bridge. Mostly crunch berries. When we were super broke, had a cat, but had people over for Thanksgiving, and it's other broke people, right? And it's kind of thing where we're eating at a ping pong table, because that's going to serve as a dining room table. But the way the apartment's laid out, and the thing is, we'd splurged on the turkey, because you don't have a lot of money. Buying a turkey is a lot, but we knew people were coming, whatever. So everybody got their first round of food, and we're out just chatting, doing our regular thing. We get up to go get seconds, walk into the kitchen, and the cat is basically in the turkey pan with the turkey. There's no meat on the turkey. I mean, this thing looks like looks like we buried it in the desert 8 years ago, man. So, I mean, it is clean. And I remember just looking at this cat, because I am pissed, and the cat's just, wow. Livid, right? So Thanksgiving, we still had a good time, but as far as eating, that was done, right? She didn't touch anything else, but just turkey. Turkey is picked clean. Everyone goes home. It's a couple hours later, and now I just hear that pitiful moan, and I realize, okay, now the cat's belly hurts because you ate probably 12 pounds of turkey under, which is ridiculous to me. And then for about the next day and a half, the cat's just puking up turkey. Did not want to eat anything else, and I had zero sympathy. I do like cats to get a little ornery. You know, Rainbow's pretty chill, but she can get a little ornery sometimes.
Is she like a laser pointer cat or more of a toy cat?
She does not care.
Really?
She's all about she loves me, she loves my daughters. I hang up the wife because the wife does a lot of work down there. But as my wife says, my wife's at a sewing machine, and she's like, my back is killing me. I'm like, we'll get a different chair. She's like, it's not that. It's that when I sit down in that chair, Rainbow will always sit behind her. Right, so she's like, I can't lean back because the cat will let you know it's there by placing its claws in your back. So she's, you accommodate them and lean forward, but the cat doesn't sit in her lap, it just sits behind her. If I go down there, no matter what I'm doing, the cat gets in my lap. And that's okay. What annoys me, though, sometimes I'll go down there to get away from everyone else to try to read, and it's not.
Can't do it.
Well, the paw comes up and keeps pushing the book down. And I'm like, all right, I'll scratch her head for a minute, and of course she maintains eye contact. And then I'll put the book up. I can't get more than half of one page. But like you can't outlast her on it. It's every time. And finally get frustrated. I'm like, Jesus Christ, forget it.
I give up.
Forget it. Either I'm just going to pet you or I'll go upstairs and read. Period.
Big or small, what is your crazy cat story? 206-803-ROCK.
I will have a nice laugh this weekend thinking about you trying to read a book and that Paul just pushes the book down.
Dude, I cannot read a book down. So you can't look at a magazine. You can't read a book. You can't go on the laptop. You can't do anything. You can watch TV because you can still kind of look down at her and keep petting her. But if you put anything between your face and her when she's on your lap, you just see the paw come up. And I mean, full body weight, just slam. I was like, dude, I'm still petting you. You know what I mean? Like with my free hand, I'm petting you. It's like, but we must have eye contact. This is what's important to you. I know it's cute, blah, blah, blah. It's really freaking annoying. It is seriously annoying, man.
I don't know why that's just so funny. Like, nope.
Yeah, every time. They're like, no. It's like, God damn it.
Put your thinking caps on, gents. Time for the Merriam-Webster word of the day. The current title holder with one big victory yesterday is the Ted Smith. I give y'all an 80% chance of success on this one. This one is going to get done. It's an adjective brought to you by the letter B. Bravo, Ted. All right. Now, this is an adjective that is often used to describe weather that is warm, calm, and
balmy.
pleasant. Damn.
I mean,
right. Takes it right back.
It said weather with a B. I'm like, balmy.
I don't care for your deliverance.
My Belliverence.
Belliverence.
Squeal like
That's what I named my daughter. That's my daughter's name. Belliverence.
Belliverence.
Squeal like a pig. Belliverence.
We call her Belle, but it's Belliverence.
Belliverence?
The hell's the word I'm trying to say?
Benevolence?
Benevolent, yeah.
Benevolence.
Benevolence.
There we go.
Ambulance.
Benevolence.
I don't care for it.
I like that you circle back. Now that we established the word, I don't care for that.
Hey, I'm trying to make a point. It's funny, one of our listeners, Tim, who's up in Snohomish, he just sent us a video of his back deck, and there's just a bobcat chilling.
How close? Oh, let me see this real quick.
It's a big cat. He's filming it from his deck. The cat, the
Do I got a
bobcat.
split second to tell y'all about MC pooping on me?
Oh yeah. I'm just showing him this bobcat because it just gives him more of a reference point.
Big ass black and white cat back in the day named MC for Master of Ceremonies because everybody in my family wanted to be a rapper. Anyway, it was one of them episodes, when you're like 14, 15 is when you really start first smoking weed and all that. You pass out everywhere. So I'm on the couch. I got the hot dogs. I got the nachos and chips, all this stuff. I'm eating all my auntie's food. And I passed out. Well, I thought that I had rolled over on the ketchup bar. So I'm like, oh, man, I got ketchup all over my side. I woke up, and then all of a sudden the smell hit me. And I realized I had rolled onto the cast iron ketchup bottle. They still squeeze the same.
You killed it.
No.
Oh, okay.
Squeeze the poop out of it, all up in there.
Oh, God. Damn.
That's not ketchup.
Yeah, that is not kind of ketchup you eating, man.
Jesus Christ. I think it's bad.
Yeah. Took about 4 days to get this whole thing done. We're like, man, this is cool. It looks a lot better down there. Well, my wife's workroom is behind a wall in the basement. But if you get on top of that wall, you could, in theory, get up in the drop ceiling. Obviously, human beings don't do that, but the cat did, but we didn't know. So as we're looking at the drop ceiling, one of the tiles, buckles for a second, and we look at each other like, you saw that, right? And then, just 3 panels come down, there's the cat with the whole, hits the ground, takes off running. It's like, God damn it, man. So we kind of plugged up that little area where she could do that, because I'm like, this cat, she's dumb enough, she will do it again. And I'm just going to get pissed watching the ceiling keep coming down. So, yeah, we blocked it off, she can't do it. But yeah, we had no idea she was up there, just
falling from the sky.
It's weird, man. If you don't, actually, that happened in high school. It wasn't a cat; it was rats. But the typical drop ceiling you see, and I remember the final period of the day. It was geometry, I believe, and you could hear them scratching around for weeks. But this is Baltimore City, so if you don't hear rats, there's something wrong with the place, right? So everyone kind of ignored it. And this one day, they're right above us. Then the ceiling tile cracked, and I remember the teacher, Miss Jessup, said, everybody just relaxed. And as she's saying that, the whole tile came down, and these 3 big-ass rats and all the dirt and weird stuff that's up there with them. Okay, I don't want to explain it, but it looked like a prison riot at that point. The whole class is up. Yeah, she lost control. Everyone's out, and basically we just went home early. But yeah, so
cool.
Yeah, animals falling through drop ceilings. It's a good time. It is. Hello.
Sounds like
it is, man. It really is.
And now, the men's room legacy continues. Unfortunately, what you're about to hear is real. The members of this radio program are simply not that bright, or what some people would call educated. They are merely stupid. They're not trying to offend anyone on purpose. And all have played doctors on TV. You have been warned and are cordially invited to join the party. This is the men's room.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. The trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
This is the men's room with Miles and Thrill. You know what they say, shake your radio more than 3 times, and you're playing with it. You're listening to the men's room.
And away we go. Welcome to the 21st Amendment season, episode number 4582. Along with Steve the Thrill Hill, the Ted Smith, and Mike Hawk. Hey, too, Hardeman's Room. On tap today, once again, we play Big Dummy. Ted's Meat and Potatoes has the very best in fair foods. We will play Profile This, plus headlines, a men's room shot of the day, fun with listener emails, and everyone's favorite, TV Time with Ted.
click, clack.
Drink at your drunk.
All right, here we go. A Florida woman has $3,000 stashed inside her. And trust me, you wouldn't want to take it out. We go to Glacier National Park where one 60-year-old visitor takes a shorter route. Man takes another man hostage. Police arrive and shoot off the hostage's thumb. To Spain, where one matador might now never be able to reproduce. And today's rescued animal is a sheep that went through a car wash. That is all coming on today's very special episode of The Men's Room.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. All right, today is the day that we play Big Dummy, the game show that rewards you for your stunning ignorance. And here's how it works. You call...
Fired up. Let's get it going.
I know.
Come on.
You
Come
call
on.
us. Ted will spin that category wheel as he is enthusiastic to do today. And then we'll ask you a question from that category. But here's where Big Dummy separates itself from your average, more reputable game show. We will continue to ask you questions until you get one right. Because as always, we want you to leave here smarter than you showed up. Now, so far this year, our biggest dummy has been the lovely and talented Robert, who thought the periodic table was a gynecologist's office and found a way to answer 12 consecutive questions wrong. Can you do better? Of course you can. Everyone else has. So give us a call, and off we go on Big Dummy, brought to you by our friends at Advanced Hair Restoration.
To be a contestant to play Big Dummy, call 206-803-ROCK. Like The Men's Room on Facebook, follow us on X and Instagram at Men's Room Live. Send those emails to The Men's Room at KISW.com, and I'll watch the show live on YouTube at KISW Rock.
Obviously, and I'd be around the corner before it shut. Well, about a half an hour later, my dad got home from work, and all he saw was the cat's tail, its butt, and its hind legs, and it got caught under the garage door.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So he's told me later that he opened the door, and the cat kind of turned around real slow, walked real slow, got in the house, got underneath its favorite chair, didn't get in its favorite chair, slept all the way through to the next day, woke up, and it was just fine, like nothing ever happened.
Just had to shake it off.
It just shook it off.
How long did the cat end up living?
Oh, we ended up, we got it when it was 3 years old, and we had it for about 4, and then we moved, so we gave it to this nice old lady next door, and it lived a happy end of its life, drinking milk every day and stuff like that.
Why do people give away cats when they move? Like, people don't do it with dogs, right? Like, if someone's moving and they have a dog, like almost 100% of the time, they take the dog with them. And I don't know what it is for people. It seems like a cat's about 50-50. Like, well, we're going to move. Would you take our cat? It's like, I mean, I will, but do you not like it anymore? Like, what? No one's ever offered me the dog.
I don't think the cat cares.
I've had many people. And that's the other thing. Cat, like, your dog's going to freak out in a new place, right? They got to go through all their stress management or whatever. But, like, this cat doesn't care to take the cat with me. Like, said the girl I dated. Had that been a dog instead of a cat, we probably would have had to fight about who got the dog because there's just something about it, right? There would have been no question. Or she would have just taken off with it because that's how things work. The cat, she's like, no, you can have it. I'm like, okay, listen, you rescued this thing and brought it home. You love this thing. As you say, this is your little guy. He's your little fella. You can't wait to see him when you're at work. As soon as you get home, you want to scratch him. And then as soon as you're going to move, like, yeah, I don't need that.
Right.
I don't know what it is with cats, man.
I'm with Miles. I feel like cats just adjust better. Whereas the dog, I feel like the dog would just sit at the door whining and would never.
Well, the dog
really
feels like a part of the family. I don't know if the cat does.
Or are we just putting it on them?
Well,
I think the cat feels
the
like
cat,
it's
the
part
cat
of
is
your
not
family.
as expressive as a dog.
They're
obviously.
not, but then when you move, the cat's like, oh, I guess I wasn't part of the family. Because, I mean, no one's ever just said, hey, man, we're moving. Can you watch my kids? Like, no.
Man, I know Bernie stole my cat and gave it to his daughter.
Yeah.
The guy who smoked crack below me in the apartment in Baltimore. Oh, yeah. The cat jumped off the balcony. There's no way that cat, there's one of three things that could have happened. Either I got hit by a car on the interstate, which I don't believe. This was my cat, Big Kitty.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he took that cat, number two. Or there's a chance that an animal could have gotten to him. Because I'm pretty sure my daughter's cat, Cola, succumbed to a coyote in Edmonds.
I can believe that, yeah.
But the weird thing is, you watch videos, cat will attack a bear or go after it if it comes in the backyard. I don't know how the hell the coyote has the power. Because it's no more than a dog.
Or the swiftness.
You know what I'm saying? To take the cat and kill it.
I don't know. Maybe it's a bitch-ass cat. 'Cause I'm telling you, man, my neighbor's cat, they got that big outdoor cat. He doesn't do much. But he just has a look on his face that honestly, the vibe of this cat, when it's looking at you, it's just like, I wish a bitch would. Now, keep in mind, there's coyotes in the neighborhood. And I know they've snagged a couple people's pets. This cat is always outside. I don't know how it's still here. Or even when it looks at the coyote like, do your thing, brother. See how that plays.
Game on. Big or small, what is your crazy cat story? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, McKenna. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bichola.
Hola.
So my husband and I have had a cat since for about 10 years now. And he was probably about 3 or 4 when he started to kind of act up, and we were kind of not certain what was going on. We decided to take him into the vet and make sure everything was okay.
What do you mean act up? Like, what was he doing?
He was, have you ever heard a cat, like, cough up a fur ball?
Sure.
Yeah.
So he started to kind of sound like that. And so nothing ever came up. And we're like, okay, why is he still kind of hacking up? Like, nothing's coming up. He's not throwing up, no fur ball, no nothing. So we said, all right, let's just take him in, make sure he's okay. So doctor was like, well, we have this cream that you can kind of rub on his mouth that will eventually get into his system and he will throw it up. Did that, didn't do anything. We took him back in. They said, all right, let's do some further testing. Let's check his lungs and see if there's any fluid on them or anything. We want to rule out some other things. So they did an x-ray. Lungs were completely clear. Everything was fine. And for some reason, the vet decided to diagnose him with walking pneumonia.
Okay.
I had never heard of that. That was kind of weird. And so I said, well, what are we supposed to do with this? He says, we'll give him a shot. We'll give him a couple meds for him to take home. He should be good in the next few days. Sounds great. A few weeks later, same thing happens. He starts hucking up again. Nothing comes up. He's normal. He's eating. He's drinking, playing. Take him in. They said, all right, well, let's do another x-ray, see if there's fluid. Nothing. Again,
how much does this cost you so far, by the way, for you to keep going in for the doctor to say nothing wrong with this cat?
Quite a bit. We were very, very poor. We were newlyweds at the time. We kind of had to ask my parents for some help because, you know, we didn't insure him at all or anything. And it was getting kind of scary. And so our parents were awesome and helped us financially, thank goodness. That was also another concern. He was the runt of his litter. So we kind of figured maybe there's something going on because of that. Eventually, we did have to take him to an emergency vet in the middle of the night because he was hardly breathing. And they were like, okay, we're going to keep him overnight, do some studies with him, get him on oxygen. His oxygen is scary low. You know, at the time, we're panicked and thousands of dollars are already racking up. And later that day, they finally called us the next day, and they said, okay, we find out what's finally wrong with him. He has something that's called feline asthma, which is asthma to any human. So we said, okay, well, what is that? Never heard of an animal having asthma. And they said it's very common, especially with him being a runt. His lungs are just a little bit smaller.
Did you say if it's very common, why did it take you this many visits
no kidding.
to figure this out, man? It's cost me thousands of dollars for you to tell me, oh, it's super common.
Hey, he's got asthma.
That's exactly what we thought. Well, that's why we thought our other vet we had taken him to previously just kind of didn't know what he was really doing. Okay. That's why we ended up in the emergency room with him, because we're like, maybe we can actually get some answers.
Well, what do you do when you find out that your cat has, I mean, they have have an inhaler or something?
Yes, he has an inhaler.
I was
like
joking.
A normal human one. No,
Okay.
I'm dead serious.
How do you get a cat to use an inhaler?
Dude, cats don't like you trying to do anything to them. I can't imagine trying to take an inhaler to
You know
Rainbow
what?
Janet.
We thought the same thing. We said, well, good luck with that. He's going to pass away because he'll fight us with this. What it is, they recommended is getting what's called a child spacer for kids that won't inhaler.
All right.
It goes over their nose and their mouth, and then the other end of it, you stick the inhaler in, and you just press it a couple times, and he just sits there, and he just slowly breathes it in.
Huh.
He is so good with it and does not fight us because he knows it helps.
Okay.
And
I'm just thinking that, look, there's, on several different occasions, we've had to give our different pets pills. And with the dog,
Yeah.
it's as easy as rabbit and some turkey. The pill's gone, right? There's just no question about the cat. It's like, it becomes a thing.
Yeah.
You know, at some point, my wife's screaming for me because her wrist is bleeding, and then we got to find the cat and pull it from behind. Whatever. And I'm like, look, we're trying to help you. And it does get to the point, because I'm quick to be like, well, then you're going to die.
Okay.
Right? If I'm fighting you this much to give you Medicaid, you're going to die.
I will say, much like your cat, I had pneumonia when I was like 14 and had one of those inhalers.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
So how old's your
Was
cat
it
now?
hard for them to get you to use it?
Well, no, I was 14.
Okay,
I could
all right.
use it.
And you said your cat's still alive?
Yep, he's still good. He just turned 10 the other day. He's doing great. And,
How, could you trim his nails?
yes.
9 KISW.
Oh, the Charles, away we go. Welcome to the 21st Amendment season, episode number 4,582. What a large and in charge program we have for you today. Guaranteed future repeat as the head chef is back. Ted's Meat Potatoes heading to the fair for the best in fair foods as
The crazy ones, Miles. The
Washington
wild.
State Fair is about ready to kick off here, the official end of summer, so to speak.
What are we known for? I know the scones are big at the Washington State Fair, but
Yeah.
do we have anything that is exceptionally stupid, like they do in Texas or like Iowa? I mean,
I think we have unique things. I've never heard of an elephant ear until we moved here.
Sure, but it's not really like unique. It's just kind of a different name for something. You can sort
But I
of
think
find
that
it. And
in
I'm
the
not criticizing it because I like fair food. I just feel like in Texas, they're like, we took a possum, deep fried it, rubbed it down in gasoline, and put it on a donut.
Well, I'm not saying
the
that.
elephant ear, though, I think it's just more of a West Coast thing. But the scones, especially those Fisher scones, are specifically fair food here in the Northwest.
I mean, but to me, when you go to the fair, it's you can go crazy, deep fried, whatever.
Oh, God, yeah.
all those things. But to me, it's the staples. It's the ear of corn. It's
so good.
It's the funnel cake. It's
I'm
just
with
like
you.
I'm going tried and true.
I don't know why that. I mean, I know I like corn, but of all the crazy stuff, it's like, ooh, and then
Corn
they
on the
have-
cob.
We gotta
brother.
get corn.
Well, they dip it fully in butter,
Oh,
and there's all the different stuff you can put on top.
Basically, they don't care about your health, which means it's going to be delicious.
Yeah. The one
Going to the fair is like going to a ball game. Whatever age you are, whatever health you're in, like the rules are out.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
That's your
you
cheat day.
Right. You take your kids and I'm sure buy them stuff that you normally they don't eat during the week.
I would scream at them if they ate it at home, but at the fair, I'm like, look, here's the money. Don't tell me. Have fun.
I don't know what it is. I think the one that is hit and miss is the turkey leg. Now, I've had one that's delicious. I've had others that were just average. Like, why did I get this?
I'm with you.
And it's
I
a
get,
lot.
And I get
Yeah.
bored. Turkey legs are kind of like Bloody Marys. I get a little bored about halfway through.
All right.
But with the Bloody Mary, you could at least push it across the table and say, hey, man, anyone want to finish this? You're going to take her. You can't just walk up and say, you want the rest of my turkey leg?
Is that because you finished the salt on the rim?
No, I just don't like them that much, which is weird because I like micheladas, which is
And what's the michelada?
it's like Bloody Mary mix with beer. And then like
okay.
tahini around the rim. But yeah, like the Bloody Mary, it's I don't know.
Wasn't
Just
that used to be
vodka.
called a red beer?
No.
Now it's a spaghetti beer?
That's something more. Isn't red beer just tomato juice and beer?
What's the one with the egg in it?
That's a red eye.
That's a red eye.
So that would be tomato juice,
An
egg, and beer.
And beer.
Why? Who thought of that? Who said, man?
Rocky Balboa.
First time I saw it was in cocktail.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an old school.
hangover cure.
Correct.
It's a hangover cure.
Okay.
So basically, you're drinking your breakfast. You
I'd
get
rather-
one egg.
I'll take
some
Pedialyte.
tomato juice and a beer. Like all the things that can help you out in the morning. A little bit of protein, get your carbohydrates in, and a vegetable.
Yeah. But anyhow, but fair food. I'm with you. The turkey leg. Like the last time I got one, I was there with a girl, and just like halfway through, she was like, "Are we done?" And
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know.
Well, the problem
I'm
is-
just like sitting on a
here's
curb by myself.
here's the dilemma.
She's just standing over me. I'm like, this is kind of getting boring.
So the dilemma, I think, is what do you pick? Because typically, whatever you're getting is going to be pretty decadent. So if you're sharing with other people, that's the best case scenario. So for an example, my daughter graduated college the other day, and it was at Climate Pledge. It was on a Saturday. So where the Uber dropped us off, we had to walk through the Bite of Seattle.
All right.
Bite of Seattle had probably, hundreds and hundreds of vendors, all kinds of great food from everywhere around the world. If you were looking for it, they had a booth that served something close to what you like. The problem was that everything there, and I'm not joking, was about $15.
Yep.
And when you got a plate of food, you didn't get just like a kebab. You got a plate of Mediterranean food.
Yep.
Correct. So for me, I would almost rather go to a place where, like, can I just buy a bite?
I just want the kebab.
Because
dude.
I want to try 15 things while I'm here.
Right, but when you go there,
You're
whatever
getting a
you
meal.
get
You're getting
is your
a meal.
Yeah, for sure.
You're getting fish and chips with 3 pieces of fish or 2 pieces of fish.
Basically, what you're
Chips.
complaining about is getting your money's worth.
I get that. What I'm saying is, I would like to sample more. It would be difficult for
I hear
me
you.
to walk around there and go like, okay, I've settled on this. Because as soon as I get what I want, I'm going to walk by another booth and go, damn it, man. They've got this or whatever it is.
You don't want that bucket of lumpia. You just want a lumpia.
Correct.
All right, I got you.
You know what I mean?
Lumpia buckets.
Yeah.
We got lumpia buckets.
Can I buy 2
that's the
ribs
thing.
instead of a rack? You know what I mean? Like, can I just have a bite?
Can I just have how much for one rib?
Yeah.
Seriously. Yeah.
How about just the bone? I'll suck the juice off.
Exactly.
Right.
Then I'll determine if I want to buy the whole rack after that or whatever the deal is. So the best in fair foods coming up with the head chef and Ted's Meat and Potatoes. And today's the day we play the game known as Big Dummy. It's an easy game to play. We spin the category wheel. You're either playing for Team Sober or Team Not Sober. So far, our biggest dummy, that would be Robert, who took 12 to get one right. And as we do when we play Big Dummy, we like to do a little men's room poll. Put the poll up there if you follow us on X at Men's Room Live. Also, if you're watching us on YouTube, the poll gets up there as well at KISW Rock. Last time, we asked you if you were to pick a new partner, which one of these qualities would you prefer that they had?
Okay.
Out of the 4. And the choices. Would you want to go out with someone who is a third-person talker? Jimmy would like a rib. You get the idea.
Who's Jimmy? Me.
I'm
Yeah.
Jimmy. Jimmy would like, a tamale. Tourette's was also on the list, as well as a loud chewer
Jimmy wants a goddamn tamale.
and a lisp. So here are the results from last week's poll. Coming in at 4th place at 16% of the vote, the one person that you would not want to date, believe it or not, a loud chewer.
I believe that, man.
And as the people who called in and voted said, look, it is a limited time. It is only when they're eating. It is not a constant. It's just something that you're going to have to deal with a few times during the day. So I understand that theory.
True. There's nothing wrong with that theory, and that's a very strong theory. Where it changes is when you're in a social setting, right? Because other people that are not used to this, and you're with this person, and so and versus the other 3, there's no excuse for that,
Right.
Like what is
you're
wrong
saying
with
your cousin or your uncle
my
was
uncle
a
Eddie.
Hummer.
Jesus Christ.
Well, so was my grandfather.
But it's just how he.
It doesn't matter if the food's good or not.
It doesn't frickin' matter, dude. It can be arsenic. He's still going to make that sound, but it's so distracting. It's like listening to someone on their cell phone. Even though you don't care and you're not interested and have nothing to do with it, it distracts you from anything else you're going to hear. So when you're a loud chewer, the only thing anyone listening to is you chew your food. And it always sounds good.
Yeah.
I mean, what if everything else about her is great, though?
Look, I'm not saying I'm going to kick her out of bed. I'm just saying look, there's something annoying about everyone's partner. I would prefer it not be that.
I would do it to her on special occasions.
Yes. Sound like a dog drinking toilet water.
What is going on down there? I'm not turned on at all by this.
I almost want to ask my Uncle Eddie now.
I don't
hey,
care.
man, when you're intimate, are you still making those things?
Got a wet nap? Coming in 3rd place, that would be the third-person talker. Jimmy would like a pepperoni pizza. What would you like, sir? Jimmy would like a pepperoni pizza.
And for you? No, I ordered for me.
I did.
The more we're talking about it, the more I don't mind that one.
Third person.
Yeah, it's just like, Katie wants to have sex. Like, all right.
That's a different scenario, man.
Jimmy ate some of your Cobb's popcorn on your desk today.
Yes. I did bring in some cops, by the way.
Yeah. Jimmy ate some. See, I don't know if I could take it. I think it would be fun to do it. I just don't think it'd be fun to be with that person.
But you wouldn't have to worry if she's upset.
It's not even a joke, but it would get old quick.
But you wouldn't have to be like, I wonder if she's mad at me. She'd just be like, Katie's mad.
Katie's mad at
All right, what are you mad about, Katie?
No.
Yeah.
Katie's fine.
mad about the fact that you...
Right? Doesn't say Katie's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Katie's not complaining. Right. Katie will talk to you later.
And
you and Katie need to have a talk when you get home from work.
It does lead to, like, Katie's being a bitch.
Well, think about a job interview. To me, that's the worst case.
Yeah.
You know, a learning special talent you have. Steve is actually something like, sir.
Steve is great at sex. In second place, Tourette's.
That's what I thought.
30% of you said that would be highly entertaining to be around.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know that I'd want to say it'd be highly entertaining. I just feel like that's a condition that would be funny at times, and you just have to deal with it.
All right, I would say if you go to the movies, make sure you go to a black movie theater. That way no one would notice.
Goddamn! Yeah. Well, then again, you could have a situation like you could have a girlfriend like the guy in England who went to the film festival to receive an award about him having Tourette's, and he drops the N-bomb. Now, what if your girl, drop that bomb?
Ted, I'd like you to meet Steve. Ted, what'd she just say, ma'am?
Yeah. See, you never know where
Ted will go third person. Ted doesn't know.
You never know where this is going to go with Tourette's.
She's mixed.
And 35% of you said
it's fine.
35% number one was you would like to date someone with a lith.
All right.
So that's how that shook out for us.
I know it's funny. I got to say, you rephrase those when you repeat them. Like, it said they'd want to date somebody with a list. The way we phrase it is, you have to date one of these people.
That's correct.
Right? So nobody's looking forward to this.
You have 4 choices here. So that was number one with a 35% of the vote. Okay. Today's poll, we start with this story from Bro Bible. Dan Campbell, you know him as the head coach of the Detroit Lions. He has spent the last 5 years walking around the NFL sidelines like a human being directly plugged into a wall outlet, according to Bro Bible, and a pretty good explanation for it. The Lions coach famously started his mornings with enough Starbucks to make a normal person hear colors. Recent blood work is what convinced the 50-year-old to scale back the legendary caffeine routine that has followed him since his first season in Detroit. Campbell was taking an interview, and he said he's cut his intake all the way down to roughly half, which is half a gallon of coffee a day.
Jeez. I think his Starbucks order was like 12 shots of espresso or something.
12? During the day, I believe. He would actually take that much in. Cutting back is something very different for Dan Campbell, they say. Campbell revealed his daily Starbucks routine. 2 venti Pike Place coffees with 2 espresso shots added to each. That means 40 ounces of brewed coffee plus 4 shots of espresso. They calculated that. The original order is roughly about 1,100 milligrams of caffeine. And for comparison, the FDA has long cited about 400 per day as an amount not generally associated with negative effects for healthy adults. But the coach's habits resurfaced again last year when the ridiculous coffee order went viral. And people once again tried to calculate how his central nervous system did not file for free agency. He said it's not a gallon. It's a half gallon now. We are good. By the way, a half a gallon is 64 ounces.
Yeah.
So he's...
That's half a gallon?
Yeah.
Yes.
Damn.
What?
Well, I'm just breaking it down in beer numbers. I'm thinking about a giant 32-ounce mug and just drinking 2 of those full of coffee. That seems like a lot of coffee.
Yes. It is. Mm-hmm. So it's a lot of beer.
Yep.
Yeah, sure. But I've put up those numbers.
Yeah, I have. I have done that.
Now we get this study from a psychiatry group. Cannabis is becoming a bigger part of American life, and for a growing share of users, now a problem. A study finds nearly 1 in 10 U.S. men, about 6% of women, met criteria for cannabis use disorder, both up several percentage points since 2021, per the New York Times. They say moderate to severe cases also increased among men and women, especially those over 35. Among people who smoke marijuana, roughly 30% showed signs of addiction. That's a higher share than among drinkers. Fewer than 20% of whom met the criteria for an alcohol use disorder, to give you an idea. They say the disorder is marked by cravings. I don't know if I've ever had a craving for weed. I don't mind smoking it. I don't need to run home and smoke it.
Yeah.
Like I'm sitting on the couch like, oh man, I need weed now. I'm like, I'm going to watch this movie.
Oh, obviously these people do.
It's supposed to be funny.
Yeah.
I want to get high. But there was an inability to cut back or quit, and continued use despite social, physical, psychological problems, according to the CDC, which estimates that 30% of users have this disorder. The study researchers said using national survey data point to increasingly potent THC products as a key driver. The notion that cannabis is not addictive may basically be incorrect. There are no FDA-approved treatments for cannabis addiction. Experts say midlife spikes in use could have ripple effects on families and kids. Did you guys read the story about Matthew McConaughey?
Oh, yeah. He stopped smoking weed.
And why he quit?
Yeah. Because he missed his birthday listening to Janet Jackson 24 times.
What was the song again?
I can't remember.
That's the way love goes.
That's the way love goes. So, story goes for Matthew. He's on his way to a birthday party. Does not say what birthday it is.
No, it's his.
Yeah, well, I'm saying as far as the number.
Yeah.
I don't know how old he was when he quit. But he goes there, and he decides he wants to smoke a joint before he goes into the party.
Keep in mind, he's at the party. He just hasn't gotten out of his car to walk through the door.
Does he want to smoke a joint? I don't know how much he smoked. I don't know if he just took a drag. I don't know if he smoked the whole thing. Either way, he got so stoned, apparently kept listening to that song over and over and over again. And by the time he got out of his car, everyone had left.
Yeah.
His party was done. It was over. He did not show up for his own birthday party. And that was the time he said, look, I'm not smoking any more weed.
I blame Janet Jackson, but whatever.
Okay. Next up. Problem drinking has, believe it or not, declined in the U.S. Americans appear to be rethinking their relationship with booze. Survey finds that the share of people 12 and older who meet the criteria for alcohol use disorder dropped from 10% in 2021 to about 8.5% last year, a decline of about 4 million people, according to the New York Times. Most of the change is among those with milder forms of disorder, which experts say still adds up to a significant public health gain. They point to shifting social norms, rising awareness of alcohol's health risks, the use of weed as drivers. The trend comes as a federal government
GPL1s
pulls back on alcohol-focused public health efforts, softening drinking guidelines, and cutting alcohol programs at agencies like the CDC. As it is, an estimated 178,000 people die annually in the U.S. from excessive alcohol. All right, so that's a good sign, I guess, so to speak.
It is. And I was like, besides the GPL, I just know some people on GPL1s who are like, yeah, I really cut back on drinking without even trying.
Yeah, of course.
And then I feel like nowadays, even used to be either you drank or you were sober, right? But then you have like California sober, and now it seems like they have like even other prescriptions that are just like tapering you off. Mm-hmm. And there's like there's programs now where people are like, no, you can still drink. We're just going to slow you down from getting hammered.
Basically, that's kind of what Brad Pitt said. He was kind of on one of those programs. It's just responsible drinking. Have a couple glasses of red wine. Don't house the entire bottle. And
He's still drinking red. I'm just starting out.
I mean, look, what's the most common best diet in the world? Everybody says
Mediterranean.
Right. Like, you ever been to those countries?
All they do is drink.
There's a lot of wine and this and that, but they don't have all the same issues.
A lot of it is their food,
they also
but they drink a lot. They drink with every meal. Man.
They also do not have a lung cancer problem in France.
And they smoke.
And they smoke nonstop.
Constant.
It's not prevalent in Italy, where they smoke nonstop. But they also have a glass of wine for lunch.
They have a glass of wine with everything.
Yeah.
And they have a glass of wine because they're talking to you. If you greet them, they will open a bottle of wine and start drinking, which I liked.
Now your final crutch here. We have from the BBC. The headline, I'm in therapy for my 14-hour-a-day phone addiction. I'm determined to beat it. Mario can spend 14 hours a day on his phone, he says. It's like a drug in his pocket. His phone pings, lights up. He just received a WhatsApp message from me, the author of the story, asking for an initial chat about a story. He wants to answer the phone straight away. The urge, he tells me later, feels overpowering. However, at the time when the author called, he was in the middle of a therapy session about his phone addiction, so he did not answer the phone at the time.
Hey, I got to get this, man.
He holds his nerve, but as soon as the meeting finishes, he's back on his phone, and an hour later, they meet on a video call. He said, I'm so sorry, the last thing I wanted to do was disturb your session. Mario says, don't worry. This is the feeling I've had for many years. But they say phone addiction does not yet exist as an official condition. But in a recent survey of 1,000 adults by Deloitte, 70% of respondents said they spend too much time on their phones. A growing number of academics warn that smartphones are changing our brain chemistry. And experts in addiction have told me that they're seeing more clients completely dependent on their devices when they're trying to quit their own vices.
Yeah, of course.
If that makes sense.
I saw like an addiction expert saying the same exact thing. He was like, at least if you're getting off drugs, you don't have it in your pocket.
That is good.
You know what I mean?
You don't carry around cocaine to quit the habit.
Right. Nobody would quit cocaine if they had it in their pocket all the time. So the phone thing is very hard for people.
They said last year, 1 in 3 clients treated for drug and alcohol dependency in England, which supports about 3,500 people a year. Also, those people had a secondary phone dependency. They say 7 in 10 respondents in a recent survey said they would prefer to spend less time on their phones if they could. So look, today on the poll, one that applies to you. I'm sure there are people out there who don't drink, who don't smoke weed, who don't spend all day on their phone, or don't drink a lot of caffeine.
Or do all 4.
Correct. But the poll
Never
today...
call them fun.
Yeah, the poll today is going to be cut back on one that applies to you. And like Ted says, you're not just quitting cold turkey. You're just going to make an attempt to cut back on this use. So is it caffeine, weed, alcohol, or phone use?
I don't want to cut back on anything, but the one that would apply to me, if doctors, psychologists, whatever, like, stop smoking, without a doubt.
Right.
Maybe stop drinking, but I'm not, that'd be smoking.
Well, my problem is caffeine, I think. As far as what I'd like to, I don't drink that much caffeine, and here I am drinking a Diet Dr. Pepper with caffeine in it.
Yeah.
So, like, the drinks I like have caffeine. Very rarely can you find a caffeine-free Coca-Cola anymore, or some of those products that used to exist. Caffeine is part of the equation. I think would be tough just because you're not really thinking about it in everyday life. I'm not drinking this Diet Dr. Pepper because I think it's giving me a rush. I'm drinking it because I like the taste of it.
Right.
So it's different. Like,
But you don't drink a ton of caffeine at night. Like, I'll have diet soda during the day, like here at work. But at night, I wouldn't crack one as I'd be like, oh, it's got too much caffeine.
Yeah, I get a cup of coffee in the morning and I'm pretty much done.
Yeah, me too. So our men's room poll cut back on one that applies to you. Are you taking caffeine, weed, alcohol, or phone? Vote now if you follow us on X at Men's Room Live.
The washer is not as bad as the dryer because her cat survived, but they had just gotten the cat and she was doing laundry, did not realize the cat was in the washer. And as the cat was in the washer, they're running, because they have 2 little kids at that time. So the kids are a bit hysterical. She's hysterical, trying to find the new cat. They also have a dog, so they did not know if the dog had done something to the cat, but, the dog just acted normal. So they had no idea where the cat was. And then I want to say before the cycle ended, it was one of those, maybe we should check the washer kind of things. And she opened up the washer, and there was the cat. And then immediately she called her husband, who was just like, what do you want me to do? Man, you put it in the washer, I don't know what to tell you. So I guess they took it to the vet. It cost over much of cost. I know the husband of the story is less impressed with the story than the wife. Because for him, he's like, it costs a lot of money. The cat was a little different after the fact, I guess, but it survived.
But it was clean.
It was clean, but yeah, the wash cycle, man. And the thing is, I believe they have a front loader, which is better because when you have a front loader, you don't have an agitator.
But still, you can't really get above the water line. So with a top
you
loader,
keep spinning. It's like you're calling up for a breath. Hey, Miles, the cat survived. All right, like I said, it was a little different.
They use less water.
They do. That helps, and the spin. So even if it had to go under a couple times, it's also when they were closed. But every once in a while, it got tossed back into a place it could get air. But yeah, it went through a wash cycle.
I know for a fact that typically dog owners and cat owners, if it's $2,000, say it's $2,000.
All right,
dog owner will bite the bullet.
And just spend $2,000.
Yeah. Cat owner, it just depends on the cat.
I think it depends, too, on the age of said animal. Like, if you have a dog that's already kind of...
Up there,
right? Like, you'll pay for stuff, but I think there is a line of, like, can I afford this? Is it worth it to...
But I think that's where the line switches, too. when dogs and cats, like I said, if people move, you can take their cat. They're never going to offer you their dog. All right. So to your point, Miles, dog costs $2,000. You're like, oh man, that sucks, but you pay it. The cat, like, it's a discussion you have at dinner with the kids and everyone, just get everyone's feelings.
Sure.
You want to spend, but then if your animals hit a certain age, right now, if your dog is ailing, a lot of times people will have it put down or put to sleep because I don't want them to suffer. The cat that's 28 years old. Like they're like, no, I will do anything I can to keep it around.
Well,
so we not really my friend. It is a friend of my wife's. I know her. You guys have met her. Crazy cat lady, truly a crazy cat lady. She's a vet tech and all this kind of thing, but they've got to be dead by now. They have to be dead by now. It was like 5 years ago this was going down. So her one cat was 23 years old or something like this. Her other cat was 18, and then she had one that was like 9. So the 23-year-old, basically this chick would boo-hoo and sob and call my wife and a couple other friends, just talk about the state of the cat. But she kept taking it to the vet to keep it alive. And finally, and my wife was just like, look, man, you need to put this thing, the cat's not happy. Is every 3 months you keep going back to the vet, the situation, you're just prolonging its life, right? I mean, that's it.
Well,
But she wouldn't let it go. And then people that have old dogs are kind of like, man, it's planned like, we're going to the vet on Friday. We got, because Buster's old and he's suffering. So if your cat's old and suffering, it seems like you're content with that and you do what you can to keep the cat around forever.
Well, the move is, from what I remember, so let's just say that the woman brings a cat in. The vet tech comes out and says, it's going to be $2,000 to take care of the problem.
I have to have a conversation.
Well, yeah, she says, I gotta talk to my husband. Mm-hmm. I'm going to step outside for a minute and make a phone call. And she never comes back in that door.
Correct.
That's normally the way it goes. So the cat's just kind of there.
Yep.
Then they got to figure out what to do with the cat.
I mean, age and stuff, though, like, sounds harsh, but, like, we do it with humans, too.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, my dad had a couple different cancers or something, so there was other treatments he could do, but, like, his doctor talked to him, me and Chris talked about it. It's like, it might extend your life by 6 months. Do you want to feel like absolute garbage, or do you want to live 3 months kind of how you want to live your life?
The flip side, the only argument I make with that is you can have that conversation with him.
Well, that's very true.
I feel like if I said, hey, man, look, Friday, me and my wife, we got to take the dog to the vet. I feel like if my dog overheard that, you might hear, like, wait, what? Dude.
Whatever it costs. Save my ass.
Spend the money.
Big or small, what is your crazy cat story? 206-803-ROCK.
You're right. He was in full mind and body. He could be like, he was like, yeah, it's not going to be worth it. And I was like, yeah, it's you, but yeah.
Because our last dog, we had to put her down. She was up there and going through the stuff. But I do feel like if we could have the conversation, like, hey, this is that's what we've been kicking around. This is what we're thinking. I think the dog may have been like, let's hold out a little while. Let's try a couple more treatments,
I guess we didn't really ask Tigger. He just left one day.
Right. I'm just saying, it'd be different if they could have a conversation.
And, that's part of what we do with Pet Solutions. We just calm the animals down.
We ask nothing.
We tell nothing. We ask nothing. We simply ask for the fee.
Hello, John. Welcome to the men's room.
Hello, hola, bicholas.
Hola.
Right on, man. Hey, I got one. This happened a few years ago when I was married to my last wife, and we were at the owner of the company's grandson's house, who was kind of an animal nut. He had spiders and snakes, and he had...
was it in a cage, or is this a free roam cougar?
Oh, he's just roaming around the house, yeah. You didn't think nothing of it. You just...
I would have.
You don't. I would have.
How drunk were you?
We were wasted.
Okay.
So, yeah. And the cat come up on the back of the couch, and you know how they kind of muzzle their face to you sometimes to say hi and whatever.
Sure.
And this thing locked onto her face. Oh, my God. I freaked out. It had a hold of her face.
With its teeth?
Yes.
And this is your wife?
Yes.
Okay.
I grabbed this thing and pinched his jaws open to get her face out of its mouth. And, he never does that. He never does that. Oh, well, he did it.
Yeah.
And it kind of blew the buzzkill thing, right? So we left and went, and it didn't hurt her. It pierced her cheek, and the two canines
Yeah, because it's a mountain lion.
Feels like that could have hurt her.
What? I mean, you don't go to the doctor and get like a tetanus shot or anything?
No. Hell, we were wasted. It didn't matter. And, yeah, we were out in the country, too, so that had a lot to do with it.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
All right.
But how well did you know this friend that had the cougar?
I worked for his grandpa for a couple of years. Yeah, he had a lot of money.
And how did he procure this cougar, like through legal means, or was it just wandering on his property? He kicked the door open and said, "Have fun."
Oh, no. He bought it. Yeah, he had a declawed, thank God. And, yeah, man, it just wandered around the house and did cat stuff, and it just all of a sudden snapped on my old lady, and bam.
Yeah, I would try not to hang out with people that have cougars.
I feel like no matter how drunk I was getting, I'd be like, "Can you put the cougar away?"
I'd be very aware of a cougar. I really would.
Yeah.
No matter how drunk I am.
I would not stay.
Like, it's a cougar. What was the movie? I believe it was made in the 70s. It was all about lions. Do you remember this? So it's like a B movie. I want to say they actually filmed it like in Africa.
With lions.
With real lions. And so the little bits of the movies that they make available, like on YouTube or whatever, you see that, I guess the idea is you're trying to escape these lions or whatever the case is. But they show the actors not really interacting with the lions, but we're talking like 15 full-grown lions. And there's 2 or 3 actors. And again, these are not actors you've heard of. And the lions are kind of ignoring them, maybe pawing them a little bit. But anyway, you come to find out they never actually trained the lions. But they got them from zoos or they got them from a circus or whatever it was. So they didn't really just pull them out of the wild, but they weren't really like trained lions. So they filmed this movie about these people trying to escape the lions. And I believe it was 22 untrained lions. I don't know if the actors knew that at the time or what the deal was, but they were like, this could never happen today.
Didn't like Melanie Griffin or something like that grow
She
up
grew
with a
up with a
lion?
lion, yeah.
Like, because of the lions in the pool.
Because she grew up rich.
She's swimming with a lion.
Yeah. She's like, I never gave it a thought. I'm like, well, you didn't give it a thought because you're a child.
But this is like a male lion with a mane.
Yes.
I mean, this is like the...
Is it a lion or a tiger?
I believe it was a lion.
It was a lion.
Yeah.
Because they have pictures like, they're swimming in the pool, lions hanging out on the couch.
And that means the lion had not been castrated.
Full-grown lion.
Yeah. And if it had the mane, it had not been castrated, because that's right. That's a direct reflection of what that is. It's like, okay, so I don't know, man. I know rich people can be weird sometimes, but you would still think that you'd want to protect your child, perhaps, from a lion.
Jesus, yeah. I just pulled up that picture. That is alarming.
How old was she?
Yes.
Does it say?
There's just a photo. I mean, I'm guessing she's probably like a teenager.
Well, she grew up with the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they grew up together. That's what's so weird.
Yes.
What was your animal growing up? A lion.
A lion.
A male lion.
Yeah.
Like Simba. Big or small, what is your crazy cat story? 206-803-ROCK.
A teenage Melanie Griffin and her mother live in California home with Neil.
Oh, Neil. Oh,
Neil.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
changes
Neil.
things.
400-pound lion.
Okay, yeah. Neil was cool. Neil was fine.
I didn't realize he had a name like that.
Hello, Chet. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitches.
Hola.
Okay, so 88 or 89 or so, I lived with my dad, and it was like a one-bedroom apartment. My dad had this girlfriend, and he would stay with her on the weekends a lot. But he kind of like was channeling a crazy cat lady at this time in his life or whatever. So he had like 6 or 7, 8 cats in this apartment. But it was basically like my apartment as long as I take care of the cats, right? So we would...
99.9 KISW and KISW HD1 Seattle. Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Pinky's Plumbing Studio, you're in the men's room. Text the guys at 206-803-ROCK.
Another chance for you to pick up a $500 gas card to use at River Rock Tobacco and Fuel. Thanks to our friends at Angel the Wentz Casino Resort, coming up today at 3:20.
Yes.
We will give you the secret word. You text that word to 20357 for your chance to win that $500 in gas. Again, 3:20. We will give you the secret word. All right, the game is Big Dummy, 206-803-ROCK. Steve, who is our first contestant, ready to play the big game.
Hello, Lisa. Welcome to the men's room.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hola. We're doing great.
Lisa, are you sober or not sober?
Not sober, thanks to my YouTube friends.
All
Shout out
right.
to all of them.
Jesus.
Yes, blame them.
Yeah.
All right, Lisa.
I do. Okay, let's go.
Men's room poll, what are you going to try to cut back on? Caffeine, weed, alcohol, or phone use?
I've done the first 3 in my life at some point, so phone, definitely.
How much time do you spend on your phone?
The only thing I do is text and Google. So,
All right. So not a lot.
Not too bad. Not too bad. Lisa, my understanding here from your YouTube friends is that you, unprovoked, are going to perform Beverly Hills for us a cappella.
I'm not.
Weren't you singing it?
You guys don't want to hear that. Who said that?
You said that. You said you were singing it, and I'm like, you know what? I'll read.
I was singing it, but I didn't say I was vocalizing it. I was just mouthing like any good lip syncer would do.
Wait, you're not even singing out loud? Like you're lip syncing by yourself?
I do.
Who does that?
Because I suck. I'm a terrible singer.
Yeah, but everyone
Nobody wants to hear me.
But people sing out loud to themselves. I've never seen anyone hear a song by themselves and lip sync it. And look, you're right. Most people are terrible at singing, but they at least sing out loud when they're alone.
You know where I do sing out loud? The car.
Okay, so you have to be in the car, then you'll sing out loud. All right. Everybody's personal karaoke. Actually, I had to tell my wife the other day.
People point and laugh at me.
Told my wife the other day, and I can't remember what song it was. It's a song I like. I believe it's a Van Halen. Yeah, it was Van Halen tune. And I just said to her, and I thought I was nice. I said, you know what would make the song better is if you didn't sing along. That was all.
Wow.
Yeah.
The other good one is you go, who sings this? And they go like Van Halen. You go, they're doing fine on their own.
Oh, no.
I think James got it.
Yeah. He's got this one nailed.
I'm going to leave this one up to Mr. Roth.
Not sure he can do it now, but he could then.
Yes, for sure. Let's listen. Yeah. All right, Lisa, here is your question. And I don't know if you went to Berkeley or Princeton or something like this, but here's your question. What color are the star-shaped marshmallows in Lucky Charms?
Neither to the colleges and yellow.
Is it blue?
Blue? Jesus. You guys are a disgrace. You're a disgrace to U.S. education. Obviously, they're orange.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the star-shaped marshmallows are orange. The hearts are pink. The moons can either be blue or yellow. Blue moon.
That makes sense.
The clovers are green.
Yep, that adds up.
What color are the horseshoes? Purple, you sons of bitches.
Purple?
Yeah.
I'm not sure I
They
knew
have
that.
red balloons.
And they do have red balloons. Yeah.
99 of them.
Okay.
99 red balloons, yes.
They're luft balloons.
Luft. What does that mean? What does luft? Because she says.
I'm assuming red in
English
German.
version.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yep,
She
it's right
sings
there.
them both.
She does. She's multi-talented.
No, it's got to be fly, right? Because their Air Force was...
Luft? So what did she say? Like 99 fly balloons.
Yeah?
What is she eating glue? Like who says that?
Oh, it means air.
Air.
Yeah, see?
99 air balloons.
Air balloons.
Oh. Okay.
Is there some other kind of balloon?
Yeah, no.
I just.
Well, if they're not helium, they don't float.
Right, but still, like, it's an air balloon. What is
Correct.
I guess you could have a water balloon. All right. All right, so your question.
Pea balloon.
Oh, God. In what year did Titanic sink? In what year did Titanic sink?
Oh, 46. I have no idea.
Was it 23?
1912.
12.
By the way, check out In Action News if you want to see a perfect recreation of Titanic sinking.
Awesome.
We nailed it. I mean, you would think it's news footage if you're stupid. All right. Your question, what mammal typically dies of starvation after its last set of teeth wear out? It's an African animal. Miles may have seen one or two during his safari.
Last set of teeth.
Assuming they're not killed by something, not a hippo. Elephants.
No.
What a way to go.
How many sets of teeth do they have?
I don't know, but the thing, like, you survive everything in the wilderness, but if you live to old age as an elephant, when your last set of teeth go, you die of starvation. That's got to be
Okay,
fantastic.
shout out to the YouTube people. YouTube people, help me. Help me.
All right.
That's kind of cheating.
Well, I don't.
No, not really, because
It's like putting your phones away during trivia.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I asked Titanic. We got 1911, 1914, 1919. So,
See?
all right.
Seeing an elephant
the
with
only big
dentures or veneers would be kind of awesome.
Maybe a grill.
yeah.
All right, Lisa, your question. Who is Della Duck's brother? Della Duck.
Donald.
Okay.
There you go.
That's the only answer.
You know
Not
your
bad.
ducks. It could be Daffy.
And who else?
Darkwing?
Howard the Darkwing.
Howard the Duck?
Howard the Duck. You remember Howard the Duck?
Barely. Jesus.
Look, he's a famous duck. Affleck Duck.
Yeah. Bubbles.
What the hell?
Not Bubbles, Puddles.
Puddle.
Oregon fans will say that's not his name, but his
okay.
name's Puddles. They just call him the Oregon Duck.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Jeff. Welcome to the men's room.
Do your girl and your Johnson.
Hola.
Do your girl and your Johnson. Gentlemen, what's happening? What's the story? How y'all doing today?
Doing good, man. Jeff, are you sober or not
All right.
sober?
Team sober, we're going down, where the hell am I? Going on the other side of Antioch right now, U.S. Highway 97, trying to get back to Tacoma by 6. Thrill, I think, weren't you just asking if there was any special foods at Washington State Fair?
Yeah, I mean, just something
Outside
crazy
of the
out there, yeah.
Outside? I don't know if any other state fairs did this. I heard last year they were selling deep-fried butter. I don't know how that works.
Hey, man, Texas is ahead of the curve.
I think it started
Wisconsin,
it started in
I think.
Wisconsin.
Iowa.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so that is a normal thing. Okay.
No, it's not normal. I'm just saying it has happened at the other state fairs.
Jeff, is it smoky out there on 97?
Oh, yeah, right through. I don't know where the wildfire is. Up towards more like Brewster and Pateros, it's not as bad, but right here in between Eniat and Wenatchee, it's hard to see the other side of the hills.
Yeah, I heard Chelan's pretty bad, too. Okay. All right, our men's room poll, you're going to cut back on one. Are you taking caffeine, weed, alcohol, or your phone?
I've pretty much cut back on all the others. I don't have much caffeine anymore. I guess phone.
Phone.
Yeah.
I'm shocked by the fact that you don't have much caffeine.
Yeah, but think for a truck driver,
Exactly. And the
you
way
drink a lot.
And the way you call up, yeah.
Could just be cocaine. Why do you have to assume it's coffee?
It's a good point.
All right, Jeff, here is your question. What is the more popular nickname for the fictional detective Jacques Cousteau?
Jacques Cousteau. I don't know. Sherlock Holmes.
Jacques Cousteau. Peter Sellers played this particular detective. The Pink Panther. Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Hello.
He's still just a cartoon to me.
One of the finer cartoons, in my opinion.
Who was it?
The Pink Panther. Pink Panther.
Oh.
Little known fact, regular Panther, horrible Pepto-Bismol accident.
He's incontinent now. All right, your question. What is water that is safe to drink referred to? Water that is safe to drink.
Is it non-solvent?
Is it potable?
Potable. In Baltimore, they think that means you take it with you. But
Potable.
no, it's a fact.
Potable.
I only know that because at Burning Man, they'll come through the streets and sprinkle water. Like the trucks will spray water so it doesn't get as dusty.
Yeah.
Trying.
Trying.
But it is all over those trucks. Like, don't touch this water. It is non-potable.
No. Okay. Yeah.
People still do.
Of course they do. All right, your question. Which Star Trek series has the most episodes?
Is that the Next Generation?
Boom.
Nice job.
You got it, man.
All right, hell yeah. Party on, guys.
Yeah, man.
See you, dude.
Big Dummy is the game, 206-803-ROCK.
Big Dummy.
Hello, Brett. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola. Brett, are you sober or not sober?
I'm sober.
Okay, Brett, welcome to Big Dummy. All right, our men's room poll. You're going to cut back on one. Caffeine, weed, alcohol, or your phone?
I would probably go alcohol. I'm a weekend binge drinker.
How hard do you go at it?
Well, I just do light beer, but it could be anywhere between 20 after work on a Friday.
God damn,
Man,
buddy.
you put it down.
All right.
That's impressive.
But you save it for the weekends, you're saying?
Do you even get drunk?
Hey, I'm not proud of it.
Well, I mean, do you even get a buzz?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if you're only doing it on the weekends, yeah.
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 And it's 20 of them, so I would think you get a buzz at that point.
So, like, do you have 20 beers ready to go for tomorrow, or do you, like, stop and pick them up?
Well, I always have them stocked in the fridge, but I don't know if it's 20, but it's definitely over 12.
Okay.
All right.
Somewhere between 20 and 12.
What is your beer of choice where you can drink that many?
I switched a lot. I went from Rainier, now I'm doing Coors Light. It's a little lighter.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Here's your question. What is the capital of Turkey?
Of where?
Turkey.
Turkey.
Yep.
Oh, gosh. I don't even know anywhere in Turkey.
Istanbul?
Nope.
I feel like I'm out on cities in Turkey.
Everybody guesses Istanbul. I always thought it was Istanbul. It's not. It's Ankara. Ankara, Turkey.
Sounds like a Star Wars name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Brett, don't sweat it. Sometimes 20 light beers go down on a Friday.
They do.
God forbid there's football on or something.
Oh, football. It's just, as long as I'm watching.
There's football on tonight.
Is there? Who's playing?
Yeah, 2 games. I forget.
Yeah, but it's Thursday.
I think the Raiders are playing.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Hell, the Raiders should drink when they play a game. All right, your question. What author wrote Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and James and the Giant Peach?
Charles Dickinson.
Any guesses? He seems to like to name things. Here's someone's name and the blank. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. James and the Giant Peach. By Roald Dahl. Roald Dahl.
Thought he was an artist.
Are you thinking of Salvador Dali?
Yep.
Okay. I got you, man.
Vegas Texans, then San Francisco, and the Chargers.
All right.
Tonight.
All right. Your question. Steve Allen was the first host of what television franchise?
Steve Allen. It would not be the Wheel of Fortune, would it?
No, it would not. Was that your guess?
Was it the Late Show?
The Tonight Show.
Tonight Show.
No.
All right, here's a question. How much did Judas receive for betraying Jesus? What did they pay him?
Oh, gosh, I'm too young for this question.
Well, to be fair, it happened 2,026 years ago, but...
And most people, I feel like, do the bulk of Bible reading when they're children in school.
Yeah.
Did he receive something good?
I mean...
Bad?
It was better than a Subway punch card.
Well,
I mean,
he turned over Jesus. So, I mean, I don't know that we can call it good, but
all sins are forgiven.
I'll put it this way. He got paid in silver pieces. So how many silver pieces do you think he got?
11.
Man,
15?
you'd have rolled on his ass quick. It was 30, man.
30.
And you got to negotiate up there, Brett.
Dang.
Okay, your question. In what movie does Tom Hanks play the character Captain John Miller?
Oh, I know this one. This is the Somali Pirates, correct?
Oh, I know the movie you're talking about now.
It's got to be the plane. The plane.
Castaway.
Saving Private Ryan.
Damn.
Wow. Do you remember the porn? I'm not making the porn that was loosely based on Saving Private Ryan.
Saving Ryan's Private.
Correct, Miles.
Yes, I knew that one.
Yeah. I like that you knew that. Like, oh, God, yeah, I know this one.
Heck yeah.
It was a double feature with Forrest Hump.
All the Tom Hanks greats. But it was played by Tom Yanks.
Yeah. Tom Yanks.
Tom Yanks.
Bachelorette party.
All right. What was in the jaws of the swordfish mounted on the wall of the Addams family house? It was a body part, a human body part.
Let's go with a leg.
Got it.
Boom.
Very good.
Oh, wow.
Nice job. Game is Big Dummy, 206-803-ROCK.
Big Dummy!
Hello, Matt. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, Bichola.
Hola. Matt, are you sober or not sober?
Sober.
Sober, Matt. Welcome to Big Dummy.
Thank you.
Okay, our men's room poll. What are you going to cut back on? Caffeine, weed, alcohol, or your phone?
Phone time, definitely.
How much time you spending on the phone?
I looked. Average is about 13 hours a day.
Jeez, a whiz.
Do you have a job?
I do.
I'm a phone tech.
All right.
Okay, let me ask you, if cell phones weren't what they were, right? Because essentially, it's more than a phone. It's everything in your pocket. If you did not have a phone, would you just spend the same amount of time in front of your regular computer monitor?
Probably.
Okay. Yeah. Is it the phones or is it the thing that is available on your phones? I think that's the problem, right? If you want to scroll YouTube, Instagram, any of that stuff, you could do it on your computer, but let's face it, the phone's in your pocket.
Take it anywhere you want.
Why wouldn't you?
Correct.
Agreed.
Yeah. I mean, if you're just going to go home and do the same thing.
It is your personal computer.
You can watch TV on your phone. Otherwise, you would go home and watch
unless
TV.
you need an Excel spreadsheet or certain programs like a recording device. I really don't think you need a home computer.
You don't.
Like unless you need like Pro Tools or something.
Yeah.
I mean, I use mine basically for Zoom calls.
GarageBand, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, GarageBand's on your phone.
I will say, though, the
You
problem
do
with
it on your phone, yeah.
I'll be damned.
Seriously, man.
Miles is right. The problem is it's like your home computer. So, like, I get caught up, just like I'm watching a show and then I'll look up during the commercial break what it is on Wikipedia, like what happened for real. And then it's got like another link. Then before I realize it, my show's back on and I'm like, why am I on my phone?
And that's the thing. It's like, it's not so much phones as the fact that phones have every available service that we want. You can be entertained, you can be informed, but like the crap you would do at home, typically sitting on your sofa, you can do on your phone. But if I'm on the light rail, look, football starts playing, right? I get on the light rail. I'm dying to know what's going on in the Monday night game. I don't pull up all the video crap, but 18 of the other guys on that light rail, they're watching the game and they let me know. Oh my God, I get it.
Yeah.
All right, here's your question. What fashion designer's symbol is a swan? I believe Anderson Cooper is related to this person.
Yeah, it's his mom.
Is that his mom?
Yeah.
Jesus. I thought it was like his aunt or something. I didn't realize. Jesus Christ.
I didn't know they had a fashion line.
When you hear his mom's name, you go, oh.
It's kind of a snooty name.
It is.
I thought it was like a famous, just rich family that has a university.
They're that as well.
Vanderbilt? Probably not.
You got it.
Damn.
There you go.
What is the Vanderbilt?
Gloria Vanderbilt.
One and done.
Right,
but hey, before we let you go, 50-50 question for you. You want to open yourself a Taco Bell franchise, how much money do you need? $2 million or $5 million?
$2 million.
I'll say yeah.
$5 million. You need $5 million to open Taco.
What is the Vanderbilt clothing line?
You haven't seen?
Well, they used to do jeans back in the day. Pretty
If
famous
you
for
Google
really?
it, I think you'll recognize the logo and go, oh, God, yeah.
More Big Dummy coming up. If you'd like to be a contestant, 206-803-ROCK.
KISW and KISW HD1 Seattle. Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Pinky's Plumbing Studio, you're in the men's room. Text the guys at 206-803-ROCK.
Kids going back to school, help our friends at Mary's Place. Kicks for Kids is on now, KISW.com. The idea being the kids, they need a brand new pair of shoes to wear first day of school.
Yep.
Have the confidence they need to walk down the hallway and feel good about themselves. Kids get to pick out their own brand of shoes.
Which is nice.
$20,000 is the goal to do that.
Yes.
So if you could, please donate now at KISW.com. Our question, big or small, what is your crazy cat story? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, John. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
So my cat story. So one night, up late, and we start hearing my cat meowing for help. And we are looking around, and we've been looking for like 20, 25 minutes, and we cannot figure out where my cat is meowing from. And we're like, is it under the house? It's not under the house. Is it coming from in the wall? Where is the cat meowing from? And I'm in the bathroom, and I look down, and I see its poor little face meowing at me from the furnace grate.
Oh, wow. How do you get it? So you said take the grate off?
Well, so I ran and grabbed the screwdriver, and took the grate off, but he couldn't get out because there was like a nail, and it was like facing down, so he couldn't just climb out. So we had to like take apart like the whole like vent, furnace, like tube and everything to get him out of there.
How did he get in there?
To this day, we still don't know how he got in there. But he was a white cat when he went in, and he was a gray cat coming out.
Okay. How long was he in there total,
awesome.
do you think? Or at least from the time you guys finally spotted him?
Oh, he must have been in there about like 45 minutes.
Jesus.
And thankfully it wasn't on.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm assuming this was summertime when this happened?
Yeah, I think so. It was a little while ago.
Yeah, cats are made. We have a drop ceiling in the basement, right? And we have replaced it. But we got rid of those big, ugly, like styrofoam-looking kind of drop ceiling that most people have.
Yeah.
Got rid of that. They have some cool-looking drop ceiling things. So we had replaced it. We are very happy about this, so like adults do. You stand there with your arms folded, self-congratulating yourself on a job well done. So this took us basically 4 days to get the whole basement done. It's a big-ass basement, right? Took about 4 days to get this whole thing done. We're like, man, this is cool. It looks a lot better down there. Well, my wife's workroom is behind a wall in the basement. But if you get on top of that wall, you could, in theory, get up in the drop ceiling. Obviously, human beings don't do that, but the cat did, but we didn't know. So as we're looking at the drop ceiling, one of the tiles, like, buckles for a second, and we look at each other like, you saw that, right? And then, just like 3 panels come down, there's the cat with the whole, hits the ground, takes off running. It's like, God damn it, man. So we kind of plugged up that little area where she could do that, because I'm like, this cat, she's dumb enough, she will do it again. And I'm just going to get pissed watching the ceiling keep coming down. So, yeah, we blocked it off. She can't do it. But, yeah, we had no idea she was up there, just
falling from the sky.
It's weird, man, if you don't. Actually, that happened in high school. It wasn't a cat, it was rats. But they had the typical drop ceiling you see. And I remember the final period of the day, it was geometry, I believe. And you could hear them scratching around for weeks. But this is Baltimore City, so if you don't hear rats, there's something wrong with the place, right? So everyone kind of ignored it. And this one day, they're like right above us. Then the ceiling tile cracked. And I remember the teacher, Miss Jessup, said, everybody just relaxed. And as she's saying that, the whole tile came down. And these 3 big-ass rats and all the dirt and weird stuff that's up there with them. Okay. I don't know how to explain it, but it looked like a prison riot at that point. The whole class is up. Yeah, she lost control. Everyone's out, and basically we just went home early. But yeah, so cool. Yeah, animals falling through drop ceilings. It's a good time. It is. Hello.
Sounds like
it is, man. It really is. Hello, Justin. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
All right, so this one kind of started back in, I think it was 07, 08, something like that. A dear friend of mine had just graduated law school, and in 07, 08, everything was kind of economically crumbling at that stage, and she didn't have an opportunity to go back to work, so ended up going to Europe to do some other practice education and so on. Anyway, she had put up on Facebook or MySpace, whatever it was, back at that time that her 2 cats, who I had known, she was going to put them up for adoption. I said, well, that's not going to happen. And so she's like, well, give it 2 weeks, and if it doesn't happen, then sure, you can take them. Great. 2 weeks passed. No biters. And so I ended up with these 2 cats, Butters and Frodo. Great names, right? And,
Butters and Frodo.
Butters, they're both amazing cats. And so, anyway, Butters was a problem child right from the beginning, because I'm looking at this cat. I'm like, gosh, she doesn't look right. And, this is when I'm in my 20s at that point, and we were out in Seattle, and we'd go to, Dick's Burgers or wherever we would go to go get food on a Friday or Saturday night and bring food back. And by morning, the cat was in the garbage. She had eaten everything. Like, there was strewn out burger and, Thai food and whatever, anything. And so, and she still wasn't gaining any weight. And of course, my house was a disaster at that point. And I said, this isn't going to work. So I took her to the vet, and the doctor said, hey, this cat's going to die, like today. Thank you for bringing her in. She's diabetic. She is basically kind of going at the moment. I said, well, what do we do? And long story short, $4,000 later, in the first 2 weeks that I'd had the cat, she ended up living for another 11. I think it was 11 years after that.
Okay.
And wonderful cat. But here's the thing: I had to give her shots twice a day. I had to put her on special food, and of course, my friend being in Europe, I said, "Hey, what?" And she didn't have any money at that point, or not a lot anyway. And I just said, "Hey, I'll foot the bill here, but you're an attorney now. I'm going to go ahead and hold this over you later for some legal services," which she absolutely made payable later on in life. The other cat, the funny part of this was Frodo, which eventually I couldn't call him Frodo at the time. I ended up calling him Ninja because he would kind of jump all over the house. The first 2 weeks couple weeks, he wouldn't even engage with me. He'd hide and whatever else. And eventually he wanted to sleep in bed with me. And I want to say 2 or 3 months into this engagement, he would start pawing at the door. And I had a friend over for other midnight activities, if you will. And he managed to get the door open. And I kind of envisioned this thing of like the Florida Panthers hockey team, their cat that's kind of leaping at you with claws open.
Oh, yeah.
This basically happened to my backside in the middle of the night, in the middle of certain things.
Yeah.
And I still have the scars to prove it.
Oh, my God. So the cat latched onto you.
Oh, yeah. I don't necessarily think, why would he know what I was doing? But there were things going on at that particular moment.
They know what you're doing. Look, one thing about mammals, we all, roughly speaking, have sex the same way. You put things where they go.
Yeah.
Right? That cat knew.
Yep. So that was an interesting, laughable, kind of less enjoyable moment at that point in the evening.
Did that end the festivities? Did the festivities stop?
Yeah, they stopped. I was not comfortable for quite a while.
Yeah. How bad was the scarring?
You can see it on kind of my lower back on one side. But for a while there, they were noticeable and questionable.
How long was the cat strapped to your ass at this point?
I think after I screamed, and probably something the neighbors heard. I don't know. Not very long. I didn't seem like very long. And then
she probably thought she was taking you to new heights.
Yeah.
Somebody was. Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah. Animals have a way of ruining that.
I believe it's their sense of smell.
Oh, they know what you're doing. So, they know exactly what you're doing, man.
Big or small, what is your crazy cat story? 206-803-ROCK.
The fact that they always want to engage just tells me that they're freaks. Hello, Drew. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bicholas.
Hola.
First of all, very long-time listener, first-time caller.
Well, thank you.
Welcome to the show, man.
Cats, huh?
Awesome.
Yeah, cats.
So I'm going to try to keep this short so you don't send a monster at me, but this was like a 3-day ordeal. My buddies and I were having smoking some really good stuff, and my friend decided to play the Hall of the Mountain King song, so we all entered the zone.
All right.
If you know what I'm talking about. Well, when we came back from that zone, we decided, hey, we should smoke some more. My buddy who has the stuff is looking around, wondering where it's all at, and we hear a little bit of ruffishing underneath the bench where we're sitting, and sure enough, my friend's cat has consumed 3 grams.
Oh.
Yeah. So this cat's eyes has never left dilation. It was always wide even during the day. And, well, that was the end of our session for that day. The next day, we put money towards another bit of a session. And all of a sudden, we were told by my friend, hey, it's gone. I'm like, what do you mean it's gone? I'm thinking to myself, he's being stingy. He's keeping it to himself and taking our money, right?
Of course.
Wasn't the case. I go to see him later that day. There is his cat with the bag, sticking his head out the screen window, and then run off to the woods. This cat developed an actual need for this stuff. And I hear obscenities going on inside before I even knock on the door. But my buddy comes out, and he's like, you're not going to believe this. I'm like, let me guess, Axel ran off with the weed. And he's like, yeah, how'd you know? I go, I literally just caught him running off into the woods.
And he had the bag of weed with him.
With him, just in his mouth.
Jesus.
That's all you need. Yeah, I kind of respect this cat.
I'm just amazed at how much cats can consume, right? Because you look at a cat, you're like, there's only so much they can eat, which proves to be untrue. This wasn't weed, and I've told this before, but when we were super broke, had a cat, but had people over for Thanksgiving, and it's other broke people, right? And it's kind of thing where we're eating at a ping pong table because that's going to serve as a dining room table. But the way the apartment's laid out, and the thing is, we'd splurged on the turkey because you don't have a lot of money. Buying a turkey's a
99.9 KISW. The shenanigans continue. This is the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Chance at $500 in gas money and River Rock Tobacco and Fuel. Thanks to our friends at Angel of the Winds Casino Resort.
Yeah.
So here's what you want to do. You want to text the word truck, Truck. Truck. To 20357. Truck with a T to 20357.
What's with all the angry texts we got? No, truck.
Truck, you see. Text that to 20357. Your chance to win $500 in a gas card.
You know, I got in trouble on, briefly. It was fourth grade art class, and I made the joke. Teacher's there. I said, what starts with F and ends in UCK? And his face immediately got angry. I said, fire truck. He didn't say anything. He looked at me for about 2 more seconds, kind of smiled, nodded his head, and we were all good.
That's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-803-ROCK.
Yeah, my brother told me, I'm like, that's the greatest joke ever. Hello, Tom. Welcome to the men's room.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hola. Tom, sober, correct?
Oh, yeah, as always.
All right. What are you going to come back on, Tom? Caffeine, weed, alcohol, or phone use?
Caffeine. I drink a little too much coffee.
How much coffee are you drinking a day?
Probably 5 or 6 cups a day, kind of all day.
Well, you're retired, right? All right.
No, I'm still working.
Are you? Okay. What time do you get your first cup of coffee in you?
Usually, 7:30 or so.
That's the most important one in my mind.
That I wake up, I get up, I start a pot of coffee. Not even pot. 1 cup for me. Go outside, smoke a cigarette. This is all very healthy now that I'm saying this. Walk back inside, drink my coffee. I'm good for the day. That's it. But I got to have a cigarette first. Start healthy. All right. Here is your question. Cinco de Mayo is a celebration of the Mexican defeat of what nation?
The French at Puebla.
Oh, come on. That's easy.
Big brain. All right. Before we let you
I did go to Carnegie Mellon.
Oh, did you?
Get out of town. You went to Carnegie Mellon. How much did that cost?
Well, at the time, not much because I was on Air Force ROTC scholarship, so they paid tuition.
Oh, wow.
We just had
had
housing and stuff.
So your mom didn't have to pay a thing.
No, and I had 3 brothers, so it was good for them to be able to have, the Air Force pay for my school.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's a hard school to get into.
As I said, it's a very good university.
Yes, it is. All right, here's your
good reputation.
Well, they do have a good reputation, other than where they're located.
Did you ever go to the O and get a hot dog?
Oh, of course.
All right.
Here's your 50-50 question. Sweden or Thailand, which country has the most islands in the world?
I would say Sweden.
Got it. Nice job, Tom.
Do you know how many islands Sweden has?
I'll say...
Wrong.
1,000.
267,000.
267,000.
267,000.
Wow. Game is Big Dummy, 206-803-ROCK.
Big Dummy!
Hello, Ryan. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola. Ryan, are you sober or not sober?
I'm sober.
Okay, Ryan, welcome to Big Dummy. All right, men's room poll.
Thank you.
You're going to come back on one that applies to you. Caffeine, weed, alcohol, or phone use?
Well, I've been working on it already, but I would say caffeine.
Caffeine. What did you have to come back on?
Well, it's not the coffee, it's the soda.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
I think that's where most people get their caffeine from.
Yeah, I rarely drink coffee.
I mean, I could be wrong. To me, a cup of coffee just seems like it has more caffeine than a soda. But I don't know.
I have no idea, to be honest with you.
Absolutely has to.
But also, you're not wrong. Like my brother, that's his thing. Coke Zero or whatever, but does not drink coffee.
But so Coke Zero still has caffeine. What is it? Zero sugar? I guess.
Yeah, zero sugar.
Okay. All right. Here is your question. The 4 C's grading gemstones are carat, cut, color, and what?
Clarity.
Bam. Another one and done.
One and done. All right, before we let you go there,
Thank you, gentlemen.
Yeah, hang on. We got a 50-50 question for you. True or false? True or false? In the late 1930s, the Australian military launched a war against emus and lost.
That is very true. That is very true.
How do you know that?
So there's this Australian guy on social media, and he makes these kind of funny but factual videos about Australia and how damn near everything down there is venomous. But one of his features was the war against emus, where the farmers over in, I think, Queensland were complaining that the emus were eating all of their crops. So they complained to the government. Government sent the military in there. Emus got smart. Decided to send 1 or 2 birds in as scouts, as the rest of them hung out just outside of their range. And then when the military could actually shoot them, they're big birds, but it's mostly feather. So they couldn't really hit them that well. And they ultimately lost because they ran out of ammo.
That is...
Jesus.
Damn,
That's awesome.
Okay.
Good for the emu.
Not a bright spot on the military record.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-803 Rock.
It's tough when you lose a battle to an enemy that can't shoot back.
And it's not even human. It's an emu.
Yeah.
Hello, Jorson. Welcome to the men's room.
Jordan.
Hello, Jordan.
I hit the
Welcome
wrong
to
key.
Liquor and ours.
I thought it might be, but you never know.
Yeah, I just looked at it. I'm like,
George, what is that?
Jorson.
Swedish? Yeah.
Well, that's what I thought, man.
Okay.
You know,
The S and the D are next to each other.
they are, but based on where we're located, I'm like, it could very well be Jorson, you know.
Jordan, are you sober or not sober?
Not sober.
All right. Okay, Jordan, what are you going to come back on? Caffeine, weed, maybe alcohol, or your phone?
Probably caffeine, because every day before work I drink 2 White Monsters and get my vape. Can't go without it.
Okay.
How old are you, Jordan?
I'm 28.
Yeah, that's right.
Actually, I've been listening to your guys' show since I was 16.
Thanks.
Wow, thank you, brother. We appreciate it, man.
It's like one of those things like, thanks.
This means
My buddy Logan got me into you guys, so I've been listening since.
Oh, cool.
Nice. Tell your friends.
Yeah, man. Right on.
Also, I don't drink many Monsters, but that used to be my go-to, was that white one.
What's the flavor? Or is it just Monster?
Sugar-free Monster?
Sugar-free Monster.
It's not bad. Just clear.
I had like a sugar-free mango flavor, but I think they discontinued that because I'm not seeing that anywhere. It's pissing me off.
Sugar-free mango. I like that you're very specific, though. Like, come on, guys.
Well, there's no reason to add all the extra sugar with all the other stuff you're drinking in an energy drink.
You know what? That's a good point. That's a good point. All right. Your question. There are 4 active coin-producing mints in the United States. Philadelphia, Denver, West Point, New York, and where?
Oh, crap. Wisconsin.
Is it Fort Knox?
San Fran?
Nope. It is San Francisco. Well done, Ted.
Yeah.
For some reason, San Francisco and U.S. Mint, it just doesn't register in my head.
All right.
You know, Philly, you go, sure. Denver, maybe. West Point, New York, you go, all right. San Fran, they're like, really? Huh.
It's a massive city.
It is a massive city. For some reason, that just seems like the last place we'd have a U.S. Mint. All right, your question. The Pink Ladies was an all-girl gang in what movie?
Pretty in Pink.
Is it Grease?
Grease.
Hello, Pink Ladies.
Because they had Pinky Tuscadero. No, that was Happy Days.
Pinky Tuscadero was Fonzie's on-again, off-again girlfriend. Have some respect, Miles.
Sorry.
Fonz never had a steady girl, huh? On again, off again?
Because Fonz was getting laid constantly.
Yeah, I know.
That's what they implied on a family-friendly show, but even as a child, it's like he gets a lot of ass. But this Pinky Tuscadero chick would show up, and he got a little different, you know? He got a little more sentimental when she was
Weren't
around.
they supposedly in high school?
No, everyone was. Fonz wasn't. He had aged out of high school. Yeah, he was not a high. He wasn't Luke Perry.
All right.
Hey.
Some of that stuff back in the day is a little tough.
What do you mean?
Well, it does seem odd when you phrase it that way, that the Fonz is hanging out with high school kids.
Well, it's not so much they more hung out with him, all right? So Richie Cunningham, his family's house, I guess, was the main place everyone went. Yeah. Everyone went there all the time. Fonzie was good friends with his parents.
Oh, okay.
The other kids thought that he was super cool, so they kind of hung out with him. He wasn't really trying to hang with them.
All right.
Because he had booty, Ted. All right. Your question: on what continent were Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid rumored to be killed in 1908?
North America.
South America.
South America. Bolivia, home of the marching powder.
All right, Jordan, question 4.
Question number 4. Who directed the 2003 movie Elf?
Was that Will Ferrell?
John Favreau?
John Favreau.
Favreau.
Good work.
Favreau beans.
Gutter. Gut man.
Is it Favreau?
Favreau.
Favreau?
Yeah, right?
Is it Favreau or Favreau?
Who did we have on back in the day? Was it him or Radner?
No, we had him on.
We had Favreau.
On the phone.
That's right.
We interviewed John Favreau?
Yeah, he was down in the Caribbean. He was filming a movie with, was it
the hell did we do
Salma
that?
Hayek?
It was on the phone. I wasn't there because I was like giving out tickets somewhere, but yeah, and he basically told us
Well,
like,
I handled most of the interview. He didn't have anything to say.
yeah, he was like, Will Ferrell is pretty quiet in person. And I would just be like, huh, all right.
I did not remember interviewing him.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, that'd be like a week or two after you started.
He was
Miles.
dating somebody.
That was pretty quick.
Like Penelope Cruz or
yeah.
somebody. I mean, he was dating somebody at that level then, you know?
That's because I like the guy. Yeah.
You know, I watched Swingers like a couple weeks ago. I still like that movie.
Yeah. Damn, I didn't realize we interviewed him. Huh. All right.
Well, I'm sure he doesn't remember either.
No,
I guarantee
no, he's in the Caribbean filming a movie.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
So why the hell did he stop and talk to us?
Because he wasn't the John Favreau then that he is. We would have no shot now.
Okay.
All right, your question. What author wrote A Brave New World?
Oh, crap. I thought I'd be good at this game.
It could be.
We'll say, I don't know, so we'll say Eric Carle.
Eric Carle. Aldous Huxley. By the way, our friends on YouTube have cleared up the misconception about Fonzie. He lived above the Cunningham's garage.
Oh.
So he's doing well for himself. All right, let's stick with authors since you did so well. A. Boleyn wrote what children's books? They made animated TV cartoons with this dude, all the rest.
It's an animated Yogi Bear.
So it's not the Hardy Boys.
Close. Winnie the Pooh.
Oh.
I want some poo right now.
There's some reason they named him a Pooh Bear. I don't remember what it was.
That was just.
It still
To
didn't
me, that was
entirely
just
make
so
sense.
stupid, even as a kid.
I hated it.
I did
as a
too.
kid.
I was like, this is awful.
But my parents, right? So they'd get wind that Winnie the Pooh had a special coming on, and they thought they're doing me a solid. And obviously, they just wanted 30 minutes to go have sex or something. But they're like, oh no! Please watch Winnie the Pooh. And even I don't like it. This sucks. I don't know what the problem is. Hear that, kids? Winnie the Pooh sucks. You heard it here first. All right, your question. What are Lay's potato chips known as in the UK?
Isn't it chips?
But what's the brand name for them? Ted, I know you know.
Knowing Britain, it's probably Flays because they don't like to.
Flays.
Is it wavy?
No, Ted.
What's the question?
Lay's potato chips in the UK are.
Oh, damn it. Hang on.
Come on, man. I know you know.
Yeah, because I had them. I was disappointed.
You were dying. Why were you disappointed?
Because they were just Lay's. I thought
what the hell do you think they were?
Well, like in
the
Ireland,
logo looks
they have
the
a different
same.
name.
But
Yeah.
the logo looks the same.
Yeah. Walkers.
Because like in Ireland, they had Tato's.
Is that
Lay's?
Well, no. It's like its own brand in Ireland. But then there's two Tato's. There's like a Tato brand from North and then the Tato brand of the South.
Of course.
Why? Well, I'm guessing because they're two different countries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's still the same company, right?
Probably.
I'm not positive. My buddy's uncle gave me the whole rundown on it.
Is it like Taco Time Washington compared to Taco Time California?
I'm guessing.
One of those?
Just trust me. Tato's cheese and onion.
Okay.
Potatoes, cheese, and onion.
The prawn ones aren't bad, but the cheese and onion, top notch.
I have had some prawn chips, specifically when I was in the UK. Yeah. All right, your question. How many chambers does the human heart have?
Isn't it 4?
You got it.
Oh, all right.
There you go. You know what I discovered? So you were saying like the Walker's logo. Basically, it looks like the Lay's logo, just a different word.
Well, isn't wavy maybe than Canada?
I don't know.
Does that seem right,
Actually,
Ted?
that sounds familiar.
I'm just trying to remember when we had those ketchup chips. I think Taryn was going nuts over them.
But when we were in Mexico, and they have Doritos, and it says Doritos. What I did not realize, because I didn't take the time to read it, was their color system is different than ours.
All right.
So if I buy blue Doritos, what flavor do you think you're getting?
Cool Ranch.
Wrong. It was not Cool Ranch. I don't remember what it was. It's a little more unique then something we would get here. And then finally, when I went back, I said, okay, like the yellow bag would be plain. They're not plain there. The orange bag would be nacho cheese. It's not nacho cheese there. And the blue bag was not sour cream and onion. So I'm just saying, if you go to Mexico and see Doritos, cool. Just know their color coding system is different than ours. And I did not like the flavor I got.
All right, here we go. In Canada, Lay's chips are called, are you ready? Lay's.
Yeah.
I would say the other funny thing, there's Tato's, and then the other thing in Ireland, this is so stupid, but they had Doritos in the blue bag.
Okay.
But they were
not ranch?
They were, but they weren't cool.
American?
No, they were just ranch. And I looked at my buddy, I said, they're not cool here,
Yeah,
huh?
they're not cool.
And he's like, yeah, you're an idiot. He's like, it's the same flavor. I'm like, I'm sure it is, but put cool on it.
That just makes it sound better, man.
Do they say cool?
Like it's a regular term. Hey, mate, that was cool.
I've never heard that.
Lad.
Yeah, lad, sorry.
I don't know.
I don't think they use cool, that's why.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they do groovy because Austin Power.
Groovy? You
Austin
think the big
Powers.
term in Ireland?
Groovy ranch.
Groovy ranch.
That's a
I
groovy
would
ranch.
buy those in a heartbeat.
Hey, man, they got groovy ranch.
It's not cool ranch, it's groovy ranch.
These are groovy.
Groovy ranch powder seems like a drug.
More of Big Dummy coming up. 206-803-ROCK.
So Edge Mom and Uncle Ben weren't too pleased with what they found, but Tony explained it away. Now it's just water under the bridge. Mostly crunch berries.
Guys, greetings, you old leathery hags and Mike. Today I complete my 27th rotation around the big bowl of plasma. So could I get a drop the beat, a symphony of thoughts, ending with a Kevin Hart dam. Cheers, bitches. Have a fantastic rest of your day. That from your 10-year-long listener, Alex the Furry.
Drop the beat.
Damn. All right, guys, here you go.
Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you.
Ya's a Dirty Germans brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefly.
Now, the men's room wants to know who sucks less?
Who sucks less? Stephen Thrillhill, you bring us 3 stories from the news each and every week. They always suck. It is up to us to determine, though, out of the 3 stories, which one sucks the least. Now, if you happen to like the Men's Room on Facebook or follow us on X and Instagram at Men's Room Live, the debate is already underway on who sucks less.
Yeah, like I said at the top of the show, all 3 of these stories have one commonality, just unprovoked violence for no particular reason. 2 of them take place in Southern California. Let us start in San Diego, where a man pleaded guilty to federal charges after he was caught on video kicking and chasing a sea lion at a local beach. So 18-year-old Tyler Mule, he's from La Jolla, he pleaded guilty to violating the Marine Mammal Protection Act when he repeatedly kicked the animal as it tried to get away. This was in July of this year. If you've ever been to La Jolla, these things are everywhere. They're sitting on the beach. So if you did have the proclivity to want to kick one, you could. Just most people don't. Anyway, the video, which of course went viral, shows this guy throwing kicks at the sea lion as it was sitting on the sea wall, while at least one other person can be heard laughing in the background. Well, then this guy follows the sea lion, throwing more kicks as it tries to scoot away, and then the video ends. Well, this kid Mule, he admitted that he kicked at the sea lion 4 times, landed at least 2 kicks on the animal. Now, as part of his plea agreement, he acknowledged that a video capturing the attack was a fair and accurate recording of what happened because it's on video and everyone watched. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration's guidelines say People should stay at least 50 feet away from sea lions, seals, and other species that are protected. And then they add, quote, intentionally striking or kicking a marine mammal is not only illegal, it's dangerous for both the well-being of the animal and the human should the animal want to retaliate. In this case, it didn't. Like I said, we were there a couple years ago with the family. Sea lions are everywhere. And we stayed at least 50 feet away because, like, they're kind of cute, but I'm like, they're also wild animals.
And they're big.
And they're big, dude. They are big ass. So I don't know what got into this guy, but that's what he decided to do. Now we go up the road a little bit to Los Angeles, where a routine dog walk took a serious turn when a couple says a car jumped the curb and they tried to hit them and their dog after a verbal exchange. And the encounter, of course, caught on video. So a man was pulling his dachshund, Olive, out of the way while his fiance ran for safety. Quote, that's when he turned his car on us and drove, accelerated up to the curb. I pulled Olive to my left and let the car just barely miss me. Meanwhile, the female says, I just ran straight on the grass as far back as I could. I look back, I see this car like right behind me. So the mad dash for safety started on the outskirts of Harold A. Henry Park. Couple says they motioned for the driver of an orange car to go ahead at a stop sign so that they could cross the street. It says, quote, we weren't paying attention. We were on our phone. We thought he was just going to drive through, and then I hear him yell, what, you don't speak effing English? That's when the orange car drove straight toward the couple. By the way, they do speak English. They were just motioning for him to go ahead. That's when the car drove straight toward the couple. An Uber driver caught all of this on his dash cam video. So the car goes out of frame as it jumps the curb and drives into the park. But the back camera captures the car driving off the grass and then back onto the street. And then you can hear the words, run, 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 as he's taking his car, trying to mow these people down. They say it all happened in a matter of seconds, but it was definitely one of the craziest things that's ever happened to us. And the park was full of bystanders and their dogs at the time of the incident. So basically, they had plenty of witness and everyone else scrambling out of the way with their dogs. So the couple reported the incident to the police and told Eyewitness News that it's scary. No, the driver's still out there. They haven't caught him. Wow. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah. All they did just motion for him to go ahead, and that was that. And now we go to Florida, but it involves a couple from Ohio. So a couple from Ohio, they got drunk during a cruise, and then they forced their way into a family's cabin, where they assaulted the family and ended up punching a 9-year-old boy.
Jesus.
Yeah, so 29-year-old Gannon Jaycox and his 28-year girlfriend Brooklyn Hicks, they were arrested at Port Canaveral by the Brevard County Sheriff's Department. Basically, the two of them were arguing loudly after, as they say, taking advantage of some adult beverages, when one of the victims asked them to be quiet. Well, naturally, these idiots became irate when they were asked to keep it quiet. That's when they pushed their way into the victim's room and began fighting with the two adults, and again, their 9-year-old child. So the boyfriend in this case, he swung on everyone in the room, including the kid, and as a fight ensued, he ends up hitting all three people, including the child, while his girlfriend was just swinging wildly, hoping one would land. She ended up not hitting anyone. Well, he was charged with burglary and battery, child abuse without great bodily harm. She was charged with burglary, battery, and a battery, quote-unquote, touch strike. Now, both are placed in custody in jail. His bond is set at $31,000. Her bond was set at $16,000.
Okay.
So, again, these are your three stories with the guy in San Diego who, it's not that he admitted to it, he was caught on video, then said, yeah, that's me, for repeatedly chasing and kicking a sea lion for no particular reason other than his buddy thought it was funny. This seems like a stupid move. We have the guy in Los Angeles who has not been caught yet, but determined that the couple he's speaking to don't speak English, even though they speak English, and that's still not a reason to do so, but then drove into a dog park trying to run him over. And finally, the couple from Ohio got drunk, got in an argument, and ended up assaulting a child in addition to the kid's parents when they asked them to quiet.
Did you say the name of the guy in San Diego? Not name, the age of the guy in San Diego.
18 years old.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And he did this in July, so I'm assuming he was 18 then. Maybe he wasn't. Either way, it's about a month and a half ago that he decided to do that. And again, if you've been to La Jolla, there's just sea lions everywhere. By the way, sea lions smell like ass, but they are. They're huge. The kids wanted to see them. It was cool, and I'm like, there they are. And all I could think is,
it's a water cow.
Smells terrible.
Oh, God. I think Ohio couple sucks the most.
All right.
Basically because a 9-year-old kid got punched in the face while on a cruise with his family.
And if you've been on a cruise ship, unless you spend the money, your cabin is tiny.
Yeah.
So when someone comes in there throwing punches, if you're in there, you're probably going to get
And the
hit.
couple that was throwing punches, they were drinking and being loud.
They got drunk. They got into an argument. I guess they were outside of this cabin's door, so they just opened the door and said, "Hey, come on, guys, keep it down." But before they could close the door,
I see. Okay.
They came busting in there because now they're a team. We were arguing, but no, you ain't gonna disrespect us.
I mean, I'm with Miles. I think that's it's tough to decide who sucks the most. I will say this: kicking a sea lion for no reason is bad. I will just cut him some slack because he's 18, and I think just
maybe.
being an idiot.
The mighty 99.9 KISW and KISW HD1 Seattle. Always live on the free Odyssey app. Text the guys at 206-803-ROCK from the Pinky's Plumbing Studio. You're in the men's room.
Head chef coming up, Ted's Meat and Potatoes has the best in fair foods.
Fair foods.
That's coming up at 4:30. In the meantime, the game is Big Dummy 206-803-ROCK.
Big Dummy!
Hello, Corey. Welcome to the men's room.
ITM, gentlemen.
Hola. Corey, sober or not sober?
Team sober.
All right, Corey, welcome to Big Dummy. Okay, our men's room poll. What are you going to cut back on? Caffeine, weed, alcohol, or your phone?
I don't really overdo it with a lot of things, but maybe caffeine.
Caffeine or
All right. Chances are, if you don't overdo it with a lot of things, caffeine is the one you overdo most.
You don't
like
even realize
you don't think about it, right? You just want a soda. You're not thinking I need caffeine. All right.
I don't drink soda, just espresso shots.
Well, now
you getting after it.
How many espresso shots do you think you drink a day?
2 to 3, so it's not that bad.
Do you have an espresso machine, I'm assuming?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Have you ever had Turkish coffee?
No, I don't think so.
All right, that is got a tattoo a couple of weeks ago, and most of the guys that run this joint are Turkish. So when I first came in, the guy said, "You want anything to drink, man? We got soda, we got water." I'm like, no. Would you like a Turkish coffee? I made the mistake of saying yes, because typically when you're getting a tattoo, you want to sit still. I did not really have a choice in that. I mean, I was just vibrating in my own skin, man. That was...
The best I've had was one of those tiny Cuban coffees in Miami.
Oh, God, those are super good, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, this stuff, it was bitter, but man, oh, man, it did its job.
For some reason, the coffee in Mexico is just great.
It's really good. It's not that far from Cuban coffee,
it's good.
really. All right, Corey, here is your question. What is the capital of the Czech Republic?
Prague.
Got it.
All right.
One and done.
And before we let you go, let's give you a 50-50 question. More mistakes or fewer mistakes? Surgeons who play video games at least 3 hours a week perform more or fewer mistakes during surgery?
Fewer.
Yeah. That's cool to know.
That is good to know. So if you have surgery, just ask him, "Hey, man, you play video games by chance?" Good.
What's your gamer tag, dude?
Doctor. Game is Big Dummy 206-803-ROCK.
Big Dummy!
Hello, Dylan. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitches.
Hola. Dylan, are you sober or not sober?
Not sober, Miles.
What are you doing over there, Dylan?
I'm replacing my deck and drinking Trulies.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
That doesn't sound like a bad day,
that's
man.
a project. Picked a great day to do it. Okay, what are you going to cut back on? Caffeine, weed, alcohol, or phone use?
Probably phone use.
Phone it is.
How much time do you think you spend on the phone?
I work a lot from my phone, and then I watch TV from my phone, so a lot.
All right. That'll do it. All right, Dylan, here is your question. What is the brightest star in the night sky?
The Northern Star?
Believe it or not, the North Star is something like the 49th
And isn't
brightest star in
Polaris
the
like
sky.
7th?
Somewhere around there. The brightest one, it's also a satellite radio company, Sirius.
Sirius.
All right, your question. What is measured in watts? What is measured in watts?
Oh, electricity.
A little more specific.
power of electricity?
Power. It is power.
Power.
Yeah. I mean, look, you can do current, you can do other things, but yeah, power.
What about voltage?
That's another thing, right? So it's all electricity. That's why, like, you got it because there's what? There's current, there's voltage. I'm done. And power. Yeah.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Jared. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola. It's Jared. Sober, not sober?
I'm sober.
All right, Jared. Okay, what are you going to come back on? Caffeine, weed, alcohol, or your phone?
I'm going to come back on my phone, definitely. I scroll Instagram a lot.
Okay.
Everybody does, man. All right.
Well, that other guy brought up the Australia, the emu war.
Yeah.
He's like, I learned that, like, some of the random interesting things I know now are just some dude explaining it on Instagram.
And again, that's one of the things about the phone. You're less likely, I believe, to sit at your computer and go down certain wormholes as opposed to the phone.
Yeah.
Like on the computer, for some reason, it just seems like people feel there's some specific agenda that they have. That's why they're on the computer. The phone is just like, whatever's on there, I'm going to watch.
Yeah.
So like most of the interesting, dumb stuff is probably from watching your phone and not the computer. I don't know why that is, but it is. By the way, if you are on your phone and say you're on the light rail, could you get the F out of the way at the top of the stairs?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the guys just
You talking about escalator or stairs?
This was stairs, and it's going down. So he had gotten off the train with a bunch of us. It was rush hour. And he's kind of the first guy to the stairs, and he's trudging along looking at his phone. I get it. A lot of people do that. But when he got to the top of the stairs, he just stopped to finish watching what he's watching. And look, I don't care, but stand somewhere else, please. That's all.
I'm with Miles, too. If you don't go to the city a lot or you're a teenager, get out of the front of the escalator.
Yeah, God.
Like, they just stop.
Also, stand on the right.
Yeah, that's it.
In case someone's in a hurry and they need to get past you.
We got a lot of rules.
A lot of rules, goddamn.
These are basic rules, dude.
Yeah, just
It's like, think of it like driving.
Stay to the right. If you're not
Sidewalk,
going fast.
road,
Yeah.
stay to the right. If you're slow, stay in the right lane.
And it's okay. We'll pass it. Yeah, no problem. All right, Jared, quit bitching. Here's your question. Polynesia is part of what continent? Polynesia.
Is that the same one as Australia? They just changed the...
Oh, no way. Is it really?
Oceania?
Yeah, Oceania. Yeah, it's Australia. I thought for sure that's a great question. No, you won and done, my ass. All right, before we let you go, 50-50 question for you. True or false? Popeye originally got his strength from rubbing a magic chicken.
I'm going to say, that sounds weird, so I'm going to say it's true.
A magic chicken.
Now, I'm assuming that they mean an actual chicken. Yeah, so he originally got his strength from rubbing a magic chicken. All right, and then basically the agricultural sector got involved and said nobody wants to buy spinach. Kids don't want to eat spinach. How about this? You say he gets the strength from eating spinach, and it actually worked. It upped the sales, etc.
Wow.
But yeah, originally a magic chicken. That's not weird.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-803-ROCK.
Big Dummy!
Hello, Morgan. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, baby.
Hola.
Morgan, are you sober or not sober?
He's already got one right.
Well, he got his name right.
I'm chilling.
You're chilling. Does that mean you're sober or not sober?
Not sober, Miles.
All right, man.
He's chilling, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Chilling in the bathroom. Sorry.
Great. Glad to catch you there.
Is that where you smoke weed?
No, I'm not even high. I'm just drinking.
In the bathroom? I'm just kidding.
A power poop? Power shower, power poop?
Okay.
All right, yeah, power poop.
Are you actively pooping as we speak to you right now?
No, like, can you come back to me? I can get out of here real quick.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
We're just curious what you're up to at
I
this
think
moment.
he's asking us.
Yeah.
No, the answer is no. You have to stay right there in the
Let him
bathroom.
watch his hands.
No, we're in this together now, man.
What are you cutting back on? Caffeine, weed, alcohol, or phone use?
I'm sorry, is this what we should or what we would?
Well, what you
use out of
can.
these?
What you should. Yes, correct.
What I should? Alcohol.
Okay.
Okay. As he says, as he's having a power poop and a drink. Yeah. All right. All right, here's your question. What 1984 movie, remade in 2012 with Chris Hemsworth, was the first movie to be rated PG-13?
Hercules? I don't watch movies.
I'll give you a hint, Miles. Wolverines. If it's not
Red Dawn?
Red Dawn.
Okay.
That is correct. All right, your question, Power Pooper. What did Rumpelstiltskin spin into gold?
Rumpelstiltskin's do linen?
What's that?
Linen?
Is it straw?
Straw. All the money he could have made, I'd have changed my name. All right. Established in 2023, on what continent is the world's newest country? It's only 3 years old, but in what continent?
Europe.
That would be the logical guess.
Africa.
Africa. Every 20 minutes, there is a new country, man. I mean, that's just count on that.
Damn.
But on that note, what continent has the most countries? What continent has the most countries?
Ooh. Okay, if I look at my map here real quick. I'm going to go Europe.
I'll say Africa.
Africa.
Yeah.
That's 54 countries. That'll change by tomorrow. Asia is second with 48 to 49, followed by Europe, which they say anywhere from 44 to 51. I'm not sure what the whole thing is there. And then North America, which includes the Caribbean and Central America, we have 23.
Okay.
All right, your question. What's that?
How do you have a continent with varying amounts of, like, we don't know how many countries we have.
I think because a lot of times things are in dispute, right? So
And like monarchies.
Right, all that kind of thing. So that's basically it, is disputes. Put it this way, one group of people will give you one number, a different group of people will give you a different number.
Yeah.
All right, your question. What name is given to the diagram in which sets are represented by circles?
Venn.
Boom.
All right, there you go, Morgan.
All right, wipe up, wash your hands. All right, there we go.
Game is Big Dummy 206-803 Rock.
Big Dummy!
Hello, Walter. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, guys.
Hola. Walter, are you sober or not sober?
I'm sober. I'm driving home.
All right, Walter, welcome to Big Dummy.
And thank you for not pooping actively while we speak to you.
What are you going to cut back on there, Walt? Caffeine, weed, alcohol, or phone use?
Phone use. Like that last guy. Too much time on the gram.
Gotcha.
And Instagram loves that.
Thanks for following me.
All right, here's your question. Which music festival is held in Manchester, Tennessee each year?
Yeah, it's been a long week. I don't know. I'm going to go with Lollapalooza. No,
Bonnaroo. I'll be honest with you.
More people die of heat stroke.
Yeah, they hold it in, like, I want to say early June.
In Tennessee.
Yeah. Rural Tennessee. Then they're always shocked. It's like, this weather sucks and there's thunderstorms.
Well, they just named every, per state, the best city to visit at that time of the year.
Like early June, beginning of summer.
June was Nashville. And I'm like, who made this list up? That's insane.
Well, if you're making a list of states, you got to pick one city.
I would go there in the fall.
Right.
You said the best city per state?
Per month.
Oh.
So in other words, Miami might be January.
Yeah.
Or,
And they said
Phoenix.
Nashville
for June.
That seems insane to me.
They're incorrect. I'm just throwing that out there. They are wrong.
Yeah, you should go in like March.
Mm-hmm. All right, your question. Who was the first director of the FBI?
J. Edgar Hoover.
Nice job.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Game is Big Dummy 206-803 Rock.
Big Dummy!
Hello, Dwayne. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, gentlemen.
Hola. Dwayne, sober, not sober?
Drinking a men's room lager, bro.
All right, Dwayne.
There you go.
Good for you. Okay, the 20th anniversary edition.
You should follow it up with a men's room IPA.
Yeah, why not? Okay, what are you going to cut back on? Caffeine, weed, alcohol, or your phone?
Probably ought to cut back on the alcohol now.
Alcohol.
Well, wait until after you're done drinking the men's.
Finish the sixer first.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, no, I got stuff I got to get rid of first.
Okay. That's how you get rid of it.
All right, Dwayne.
Yeah, that's right.
Here's your question. We're back to the world of Winnie the Pooh. What kind of animal is called a heffalump in Winnie the Pooh? A heffalump. What was that?
You're breaking up, Dwayne. Dwayne, move where your location is if you can hear me.
Yeah, it's been kind of sketchy today.
There we go. Okay. What was your answer?
The rabbit.
Nope.
Okay. I'll say a cow.
An elephant.
Oh, well, heifer.
Oh, but you think long body on camel. That's just me. Although I guess they call those humps, not lumps.
Or something, but...
All right, your question. What made-up expletive was Battlestar Galactica's dirty word of choice?
Oh, boy, I watched that when I was a kid, but I don't remember that.
I think this is the updated version. They weren't...
Oh, I was like Dirk Benedict.
No, they were not dropping the bombs when we were watching.
Oh, Fugazi.
You're not that far. Frack. If you can say that, we'll just let them drop the F-bomb. You know, what the frack is this? Like, okay, I think everyone's pieced together what they meant. Just let them drop the bomb.
Yeah, it's like drinking a beer out of a red cup at a tailgate.
You know what? You're right. We know what's in there.
Right, we know what it is.
Okay. Okay, your question. What organ in the human body is primarily affected by cystic fibrosis?
Cystic fibrosis. That's the liver.
Kidneys?
Lungs.
No. Oh.
And I'm glad I don't know that. All right. In the movie Die Hard, what does Bruce Willis's character leave in the limo? I get the feeling.
I'm sorry, guys. Movie Die Hard.
What does Bruce Willis's character leave in the limo?
Is that a radio?
The Christmas present?
A bag of cocaine. A teddy bear.
Oh,
yeah, it was. All right.
Yeah.
All right, Dwayne, question 5.
Yeah, you guys are beating. You're whooping on me today.
All right. What part of the human body does an electroencephalogram monitor? If you get an electroencephalogram, what part of the body are they monitoring? It's an organ.
And this is at a hospital, I'm assuming.
Yes. Or a shady van.
A shady van, huh?
Electroencephalogram.
The heart makes sense, I guess.
I'll go back to the lungs.
The brain.
Oh, the brain.
Yeah, for electrical activity. That's specifically what they're looking at.
That'd be a really shady van.
That's what I'm saying. I like the answer on YouTube. The inside. They're not wrong. Okay, kind of a trick question just based on the word here, but what NFL team's logo features 3 hypocycloids on its helmet?
3.
Ted got it. You recognize these shapes, you just would not call them hypocycloids.
Fleur de Ray, is it the Saints?
That's not a bad guess, man. The Steelers. Yeah, we call them diamonds, but apparently they're...
Yeah.
Tennessee's got what are those? That's just stars around there?
Just stars and the sword.
Okay.
I'll tell you
the
what.
Saints are what, the Fleur de Lis?
Correct. But the Steelers thing, I mean, I had to be in my 20s before I saw something that was like, oh, that's the logo for Steel, too.
Yeah. When I was a kid, that logo was all over town. U.S. Steel.
Was it U.S. Steel or Alcoa?
U.S. Steel.
It was
everywhere.
Yeah.
You saw that on billboards, and it had nothing to do with the Steelers.
That was their straight-up logo.
Right.
Yeah.
It was actually on cans and, crap like that.
We're just old, so we saw it back then, but yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, no kidding.
All right. Ted came up with this question, so please forgive it. In Star Wars, what planet is home to the Jedi Temple?
It's so easy.
It's so easy.
It is.
Jedi Temple.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not the planet Jedi.
Not planet Jedi.
That'd be too easy. Let's go Andor. I don't know.
It's not Hoth.
Was it?
Nope.
It's not
Tatooine.
Alderaan.
Nope. Coruscant.
Coruscant, dude.
Oh, my God. I love those. Especially ham and cheese one.
Ted was chomping at the bit of the screen.
I couldn't wait to get it out.
Thank you for fighting the urge.
Hey, no worries. I just want everybody to know more about the wars, as I call them.
Yeah, the wars.
Yeah. I said no one ever. No one's ever referred to Star Wars as the wars.
The wars.
Hey, we'll come over 3 hours to watch one episode of the wars.
Narrated by Tom Hanks. All right, your question. The USS Arizona and the USS what are the only two battleships that remain buried following the attack on Pearl Harbor? Named after a state, and that state is boring by most people's estimation. Beautiful, but boring.
Is it Wyoming?
Is it West Virginia?
Utah.
Huh.
Utah. I knew it was
Question 8, Dwayne.
Yeah.
Come on, Dwayne.
I'm not showing very good today.
That's all right, man. It shows the power of men's room beer. All right. How many worlds were in the original Super Mario Brothers?
I don't know. I didn't play games. 7, 11.
So close. 8.
Question 9.
All right, question 9. The Treaty of Versailles formally ended what war?
That was World War One.
Okay. Very good.
There you go, man.
Let's do one more contestant.
Do one more.
206-803 Rob.
Hello, Joe. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola. Joe, are you sober or not sober?
Oh, sober, driving home.
Okay, Joe, welcome to Big Dummy. All right, let's see here. Our men's room poll, you're going to cut back on one. Are you taking caffeine, weed, alcohol, or phone use?
I'm going to have to go phone.
Phone. Yeah, it's pretty popular today.
All right, Joe, here is your question. Who directed Blazing Saddles, Young Frankenstein, and Airplane?
Man, good talking to you guys. First time, long time. That'd be Mr. Mel Brooks.
Okay.
All right, hey, before we let you go, let's give you a 50-50 question, by the way. Thank you for joining the show. All right. Roadkill or a bird colliding with a plane? Which is nicknamed Snarge? Snarge.
I want it to be the plane. I'm going to go plane.
Okay.
Got a little snarge on your face.
Well, it's a combination of snot and garbage. It comes out of the military.
Snarge.
Right. They're like, man, when you hit a bird, it kind of explains itself.
Head Chef coming up with the best in fair foods with Ted's Meat and Potatoes. And we got your emails coming up next from the men's room at KISW.com.
From coast to coast and around the world. If it's not important, you'll hear it here, exclusively on In Action News. Here now are Stone Ledbetter and Felix Foxworthy.
Tonight, thousands of fans celebrated earlier today when Morrissey canceled his tour. But first, exciting news from our local university. Scientists there have successfully cloned an actual dinosaur using 65-million-year-old DNA.
They cloned a dinosaur.
Yes, Felix. Scientists have been trying to restore dinosaur DNA for years. The group at the university have become the first in the world to do it successfully. This is groundbreaking stuff in the world of genetics.
I understand that, Stone. I just don't think it is a good idea to clone a dinosaur, Playboy. Did they not see the movie Jurassic Park?
Oh, come on, Felix. It doesn't have to be like Jurassic Park. What do you think is going to happen?
So, are we gonna see any dinosaurs on this dinosaur tour?
That is the idea, my main man. Just be patient. You'll see dinosaurs. I spared no expense.
Then why is the steering wheel on the right side of the Jeep?
Okay, I saved a little money by hiring a British factory to make my vehicles, but otherwise, I spared no expense.
Did you pay the energy bill?
Okay, I spared a little extra expense on the energy bill as well. Why do you ask, Miss Boney?
Because I think the power's about to go out.
Uh-oh.
Why did we stop?
Nothing to worry about, just a small glitch. We should have you up and running in no time.
Hear that, Felix? Nothing to worry about. Just a glitch.
Yeah. Did you hear that?
Did I hear what?
Listen. Why do you have a glass of water?
In case I get thirsty.
We have like 3 cases of water in the back.
Shh! Listen. Maybe it's the power trying to come back on.
We've lost power all over the park. I can't get the park back online until you pay the energy bill.
Yeah, the check is in the mail.
I told you that you should pay it online.
I forgot my password. Are the dinosaurs still in the paddocks?
So far they are. All except... Oh no.
What is it?
I can't track the Dolorosaurus.
If the Dolorosaurus escapes, God help us all.
I don't think that's the sound of the power coming back on, Playboy.
I think you're right. That sounds... Stay very still and very quiet.
Easy to do when you're petrified by fear.
Just hope it doesn't look through the sunroof. Oh, Lord! Oh, my! Jesus Christ! Felix!
I am not understanding the words you are saying. Are you two doing okay?
Oh, my! Someone help us!
Again, it is difficult to understand what you are saying with all the screaming and the yelling.
It's almost rude. They're not telling us anything. And you've asked so nicely.
I know, right? I flew them to my island. I fed them. I give them a free tour and they can't bother to tell us what is happening. This is the problem with people, you know. Lack of communication. They just can't read the room.
That was a bit dramatic. But if it makes you feel any better, the dinosaurs resurrected at the local university is a plant-eating dinosaur, no larger than a modern turkey. I don't think you have anything to worry about, Felix. Felix? Ah! We'll be back next hour. Ah! Hello, everyone. This has been an In-Action News broadcast, a Comedia Dysfunction. Watch all In-Action News videos, new and old, on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@InActionNews.
And make sure you like and subscribe, man. And be sure to follow us on all your favorite social media platforms at In Action News.
KISW.
I would never live in a place called Hang-A-Beaner Avenue. I would never live on that street. Never.
Speaking of, let's play a little game here real quick.
Is it black?
Uh-oh.
White?
Uh-oh.
Mexi? Or Jew?
You're a professional. You should be good at this.
I am a professional at this.
Okay. What do you got, Steve?
You know what? These, and we've done the game a lot, so we've gotten used to just how people operate. But I feel that these are easy. In this case, I won't give his name. 24-year-old guy, all right?
Uh-huh.
He's drunk. He goes to a restaurant.
White guy.
Done.
If he was done, that was a white guy?
Done, yeah. White
guy.
Yeah.
How did you know that, Brad?
Yeah.
Well, because
he got drunk and went to a restaurant.
He got drunk and went to a restaurant.
Now, had that just been this guy went to a restaurant, it would have been a black guy complaining about the service.
Exactly.
See, but the fact that he got drunk and then went, telltale sign.
And,
right there.
and Jews don't get drunk before going to the restaurant because they know they have to barter for the bill afterwards, so they want to be of sane mind when that happens.
When they haggle?
Yeah, when they haggle.
For they're not going to be able to figure out what a perfect 15%
I don't know.
It's kind of like being a detective, this game.
Yeah, but he nailed it instantly.
I know.
Instantly, bro. Instantly.
You're already drunk, went to a restaurant. White. All right, this case, an angry husband. He's accused of strangling the family cats.
White, Mexi, or Jew?
Well, I would say that it could be black just because he strangled the cat, but then I'd say not black because he actually had a cat.
Right, it's not really black there.
The Mexican would have eaten the cat.
Right.
This guy, it sounds like a white story, but I feel like it's a trick story.
Go Jewish. I don't
know one Jewish guy
because Jews they're not really violent.
They're not to strangle the cat. Now, had they sued the cat?
No, the one guy did cut up the 9-year-old in New York City the other day.
You know what?
Oh, that's right.
I would go Mexican.
Go Mexican?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going black on this one.
Going black?
Yeah.
Miles, what do you think?
I say straight up white. White people own cats.
Did?
It's white. White people love cats.
It's white.
Yeah,
come on, man.
That's what I thought. I thought it was a trick story. That's why I said.
Black people would shoot the cat, not strangle the cat.
That's true.
White
That
people
is
strangle
true.
people.
That's true.
Shanking happens from the Mexi side.
That's true. You're right.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like if tomorrow a story comes out that somebody robbed a liquor store at 6:05. The liquor store opened
PM
at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
And he got away with $32.46. You know that's a Mexican who didn't do his homework. On the other hand, if somebody tomorrow steals $7 billion, white man, that's the difference.
Or Jew.
Ted, we made
Madoff. That's right, Madoff. But he didn't steal; he embezzled it.
That's exactly
That's
it.
not stealing.
That's a white word
Now,
for
Keating,
stealing.
Lincoln stole it.
Is it drinking time, Ted?
Is it drinking time?
To be recognized. 99.9 KISW. We return to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Head Chef is coming up. Ted's Meat and Potatoes talking fair foods, but first time for a few emails from the men's room at KISW.com.
You've got mail. You've got mail.
And we'll jump right into the birthdays brought to you by Men's Room Roasted Red Salsa from San Juan Salsa Company.
Dip responsibly.
Guys, I want to wish my personal organ donor, Tyler, a very happy 55th orbit around the sun. He was born only 5 minutes after I was. We are considered identical mirror twins. Could you give him a what the F was that, a fart montage, and Al hitting the window from your older brother, Todd?
Oh my God! What the is that, bro?
Todd also says, by the way, we lived in Zambia in the late 70s. We always ate at the Copper Smelter Cafe. On the menu was monkey gland steak.
Yoy!
Baboon bolognese. Or bolognese.
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 Well, it's got a G in it. Maybe it's a typo. Elephant stew as well.
I don't think he meant bolognese.
Yeah. Bolognese.
Baboon bowl of gaze.
In actuality, it was only chicken fried steak. Regular bolognese and oxtail soup. We were so bummed when we found out it was not true. Rock on and thanks, guys.
Is there a difference, by the way, between an identical twin and a mirror twin? I'm sure there is if he said it, but it just... And look, I'm not a twin. I don't know. But once you say identical twins, to me, there you go. I don't know.
A couple extra birthdays on my behalf. First of all, Ted, you would be happy to know my ex-wife, her cousin Becky, is having a birthday today.
You know, Becky the lesbian.
Yeah. Do you know what Becky's driving these days? Seriously.
What, a Subaru?
A really nice SUV Subaru, yeah. One of the few people on the East Coast to actually drive a Subaru.
Yeah.
And you see them all the time out
For
here.
the record, just I did not know a lot of gay people on the East Coast. So when I moved to Seattle, there was a lot more gay people, especially when we live in Capital, First Hill. So I was just checking because I'd already screwed it up like 3 times first week.
Okay.
But I was mid-conversation, just went, "You're not gay, are you?" And she was like, "No." And then, for 20 years now, Ted thinks she's gay. And I was like, "I'm just checking."
Okay.
Who does that?
Right. Just check.
Right. Nobody's just hey, anybody are gay.
Like anybody just walks in our apartment. Hey, let me ask you a question. You know.
Look, I wasn't always the person I am now. I probably use some terms I wouldn't use.
Sure.
So I think at the stupid bar we used to go to, somebody would be like, "You can't say that word. Like that guy's gay." I was like, "That guy's gay?" So, that's how my mind was working.
Okay.
Like I was going to tell a story, probably use a derogative name, so I just went term. Like, you're not gay, right?
I appreciate that you checked. It was just like, wow. That is,
But also, the Subaru's not. Does she have a family?
Yes, she has a big SUV. It's
All
like
right.
one of the nice big SUVs.
All right.
But she does. She drives a Subaru.
I have a beer, too.
Also, today is my sister's birthday. Natalie is 47 years old, which is crazy to me. That she is that old.
Now, before Miles acts like he's being sentimental about this, what did you ask me in the elevator? Hey, man, it's the day of your wife's birthday. I'm like, no, man, it's in January. It's like, oh, that's whose birthday it is. Like, I know it's someone I know's
Right, exactly.
birthday. Yeah.
Well, there's a couple that share birthdays.
But I'm like that you started with my wife. It is not.
Well, Steve's wife has the same birthday as my first wife.
Correct.
So I always remember that. But I knew there was a couple attached to my sister. I just couldn't remember who was.
So he asked me.
Yeah.
Before realizing whose birthday it was.
Honestly, dude, you should get a Facebook just because it reminds you.
I mean, is it worth just the birthdays?
It'll let you know.
I mean, for me, it's worth it for the birthdays, and then I like to see what like my cousins and people are up to on the East Coast.
Okay,
so that helps. But honestly, the birthdays is a massive help.
All right,
Does it saves a lot of aggravation and a lot of awkward conversations.
Hey, Mike Hawk in the house.
Say that again, Mike. Say that again.
It saves a lot of aggravation and awkward conversations.
Oh, okay.
Correct.
Like when you miss a birthday.
But I'm already the king of that. I don't care.
That when someone gets mad, like, hey, man, you missed my birthday. I found that the best response, because usually they laugh, is like, I did not forget. I just don't care.
Yeah. I mean,
because they know I honestly forgot.
Yeah, it's
Whether
hard.
I care or not, who knows?
I know like the general area or like month and
It's your
time.
birthday month. Yeah,
I have
buddy.
definitely wished one of my buddies happy birthday and was like, sorry, I missed it. He's like, dude, it's in 2 weeks. I was like, oh.
You just, it's from last year. From last year, dude.
Right.
So I got some dad jokes for my sister, just like the old times. Here we go. Do not spell part backwards. Do not spell part backwards.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
I remember that from the wars.
I told my ex-wife I wanted to be cremated.
Oh yeah.
She made an appointment for Friday. Did you guys know that Coldplay's writer calls for a fruit basket full of bananas?
No.
They're all yellow.
I like that song.
My wife said you never listen to a word I say.
Oh, yeah?
So that's a strange way to start a conversation.
What?
How many shipwrecks are on the bottom of the sea? How many shipwrecks are on the bottom of the sea?
I don't know.
All of them. All of them.
Oh, good call, Mike.
And how do you stop women in Alabama from getting pregnant? How do you stop women in Alabama from getting pregnant?
Kill their brother.
Tell him you're an Auburn fan.
Well, the brother just gets a vasectomy. So. Just to kill him. That's it. Do all that.
Yeah, I went a little overboard. I apologize.
Crazy.
Kill the brother.
Yeah.
All right, guys, here you go. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you.
Ya's a Dirty Germans brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefly.
Thank you, Mom. A couple extra emails. The subject is cats from yesterday's show. Gentlemen, listening to the podcast on the Odyssey app.
And I'm a cat.
I have 2 large male ragdoll cats.
What are ragdoll cats?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, they talk like this. Hello, my baby.
I can play the piano.
Play ragtime, girl.
Grew up with my mom's parrot.
Meow.
Meow.
This parrot was a little cockatoo, little smaller than a crow. They don't think parrots are birds. They sit in the window doing that vibrating mouth thing, wanting to kill crows, and that parrot just sits right next to them. In fact, the parrot used to be so lonely, she would rip out her own feathers. That was cured from the cats. I never separated them, and the parrot followed the cats everywhere because she loved them like they were her babies, which is funny because they're both over 20 pounds. That from Mike.
That's a parrot who just, you ought to go hang out with these cats. You know, all the bird friends are like, dude, it's a bad idea.
So basically, the cats invited the parrot to the cookout.
Yeah, essentially.
Yep.
Oh, here's your hang out with
okay,
us.
on the flip side of the cats being friends. Gentlemen, 1 month ago, my family and I went to the King County Fair and bought 2 sugar gliders.
All right.
1 male, 1 female. 2 weeks ago, I wake up and find the male dead on the bedroom floor.
Oh.
We knew one of the cats got him from the sugar glider's cage. My wife thought I left the cage open the night before. I had a few beers, but I'm positive I locked the cage. This morning, I woke up to my wife screaming, "You were right. Coco has the sugar glider in his mouth." Oh. I jumped out of bed again to see the female sugar glider breathing her last breath. Again, that was 5 a.m. this morning. R.I.P. Cleo. Thanks for letting me share. That from Ryan, the U-Line driver.
That is amazing to me that his wife just wouldn't believe him.
You know that.
Yeah.
What did you do with my keys? What did I do with you? I have nothing to do with your
And here's
anything.
sugar gliders, and you have cats. It shouldn't be shocking the cat figured out a way to...
It can't be the cat's head.
Yeah.
And here's a negative cat story.
Other than killing sugar gliders?
Yes. Well, this one, the sugar gliders get revenge.
All right.
Gentlemen, I was 6 or 7 years old, me and the family visiting my mom's cousin's family in Colorado. They had a farm there with a few cats and dogs. Well, me and my brother, who was 2 or 3, went outside to explore the farm. One of the dogs there came along with us. The dog was friendly at first, jumping around, rubbing its head, usual dog stuff, until one of the cats came across our path. The dog wanted to play with the cat, so it's rubbed its head, and the cat didn't want any of that. So the dog picked up the cat at the back of the neck and shook its head, breaking the neck of the cat.
Oh!
Me and my brother went back to the house and told the story to my mom's cousin. He came out and saw the dead cat and tried to punt the dog from the backside. But that dog knew what was going to happen, and he ran. That ended the evening, but to this day, I can still remember the sound of that cat's neck snapping. Anyhow, pet owners, myself, right now with multiple animals that me and my wife take care of. That from Crazy Carl.
Crazy Carl, that's a pick-me-up.
All right, coming up, we will drink and toast with a shot of the day at 5:08, but first.
Time to open wide and sample Ted's meat and potatoes. Now, here's your host, head chef of the men's room, the Ted Nugent.
Head chef in the house.
Thank you, folks. Thank you. Good to be back in the house. Now, we were talking earlier. Obviously, we already had the... what is the one up north? The Evergreen State Fair?
Has that happened yet?
Or maybe that
is it Monroe or Evergreen?
Up in Monroe.
Yeah. Crap. I think it's
yeah, it's the Evergreen State Fair.
I used to go there every year. I don't remember if it's the Evergreen State Fair or the Monroe State Fair, but either way,
well,
I
it
enjoyed
is
that
in
one.
Monroe.
It is in Monroe, but it's next to the Evergreen Race.
August 27th through September the 7th. So it's going to get
about to
here in a
start.
week.
All right, so we're getting in. And then I think the Washington State Fair, a.k.a. the Puyallup, kicks off in early September as well.
Yeah.
So we got some fair foods. These are some outrageous, as they say, carnival fair foods. I would also say, too, like growing up where we did on the East Coast, you go to the beach. So the boardwalk is almost like a summertime fair carnival.
It is. You got all the rides and all the crappy food.
Correct. Yeah.
Basically, the Washington State Fair runs the entire month of September, from the 4th to the 27th.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've never actually been to that one.
Okay, I will say this. We talk a lot about Baltimore. Obviously, we spent some time there. I used to broadcast every year from the Maryland State Fair in Timonium, all right? Yeah. Now, for everything that you have heard from us talking about how great the food in Baltimore is, and it is absolutely spectacular, the Maryland State Fair is without question the worst state fair in the United States of America. It's got to be. It can't be anything worse than that fair. Even the food sucks. which is hard to do in Baltimore.
We never went. I only went 1 year as an adult. I'm with you. I did not care for it.
No, I had the broadcast, just like Miles did, and it's just,
it's awful.
It's the people, all right? And people in Maryland, by and large, are a friendly group. They're ready to party. They throw down. They're cordial. I don't know what happens at the state fair because none of them come to it.
The rides suck. I mean, the whole thing sucks.
Part of that, too, is just it's so built into that culture there that you go to the beach, you go to Ocean City, so you
left?
have the boardwalk. So minus maybe some animals you'd see at the fair, there's not much that state fair can offer you.
You're absolutely right.
You know what I mean? We're like in the state of Washington, right? Like, to me, I mean, I know they've kind of changed things up and you could buy, like, the scones, like, year-round, I think, in certain spots. But, like, to me, when I moved here, that was, like, a massive reason to go one of the fairs was to get that scone.
Yeah. And if I'm in Puyallup, if I have anything to do with Washington State Fair and we've got a budget, as soon as Wild Wave shuts down, I'm gonna go buy a coaster or something and stick
bring it over.
Bring it over, man. Seriously, why not?
They already have rides.
I know that, but you could get a couple more
discount.
Because, Wild Waves is closing down.
You can never have too many roller coasters.
Yeah, exactly.
Some of the foods that are common in all these things, whether it's a state fair, carnival, whatever. Miles brought it up earlier. You got like funnel cakes, elephant ears.
Sure.
I think that's just a coastal thing. I never heard of an elephant ear until I got here, but funnel cakes don't see as prevalent out here.
No.
Whereas like when I went to the boardwalk, you always had to get a funnel cake and French fries and all that kind of stuff.
Think about a funnel cake. You can have 3 people, 4 people easily eating on it.
I told you, I was in Delaware last year, got a funnel cake. I had like 3 or 4 bites. It was delicious. I swear the thing weighed 9 pounds. I just walked it back to the house and told the kids, hey, guys, you can finish this. I can't eat this.
They are very, very sweet. As a child, you probably eat more of it, but as an adult, you're just like,
I used to make them at home for my kids. That's how much they liked them.
All right, so here's a list of some outrageous fair carnival foods. Mac and cheese ice cream.
I've had the mac and cheese fried balls.
But what is I guess it's unflavored, just boiled macaroni elbows?
I'm guessing it's just flavored like mac and cheese.
I don't.
This like a powder from Kraft.
This has to be like a Wisconsin thing.
I would think so.
Fried Jello.
I'd give it a try.
Yeah,
I'm going to try anything in a fair.
Correct, but again,
I don't think I'd
if
like
you're picking stuff out like fried Jello, I'm just like, man, I don't know.
I don't really like the consistency of Jello.
Yeah,
like it doesn't freak me out or anything. I just like, are you a liquid or are you a food? But deep fried Jello, like, no, I'm all right with that.
Anything deep fried.
Although,
have you ever seen those big plates of deep fried like onion straws, kind of like a blooming onion, but there's like a tower
but those
of them?
are like actual foods, right?
Yeah,
like I've had, like I was at somewhere, it might have been the Texas State Fair, and they had like deep fried beer, but like basically you're just eating batter.
Yeah,
because it like fries out of it. Cotton candy tacos. TQs.
Do we know what they wrap them in?
Look, it's cotton candy with other stuff shaped like a taco.
Okay.
Like it's not like there's a taco shell in there.
Okay.
So again, gimmicky. I'm sure kids like it.
I guarantee.
I'd pass on that.
And they put other stuff in there, but I'm just like,
I don't like cotton candy. Not as much as that Mariner's little girl, but I like cotton candy.
Yeah, I was there that night. All right. This one I'll try. Peanut butter and jelly, corn dogs.
So is peanut butter jelly is inside the batter?
I assume.
Okay.
I don't know, man. I love peanut butter and jelly. I do. That'd be my wife if I wasn't married to my wife. But peanut butter jelly corn dog, I'm not feeling that, man.
Put it in there. I'm in.
I'm willing to try it.
Yeah, I think peanut butter belongs on a lot more things.
A lot of people say you should deep fry an Uncrustable, so it makes the same idea, right?
And a lot of this stuff, like I said, like deep fried bubble gum. This is a list of outrageous carnival foods. But there's no gum in the center. It's just flavoring.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're just eating deep fried stuff. Bits.
Deep fried stuff.
There's just a few things I've had, like frankly, deep fried bacon was one of the most disappointing things I've ever had.
Right. Sounds too good to be true, and that's right.
Right. It just seemed like overkill.
You're cooking bacon. I mean, you're basically just doing the same thing. It cooks in its own grease and fat.
It does.
Right,
but deep fry, got a batter.
Right, you got to batter.
Oh, you batter it. Okay,
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Would you go to like so there's like fondue restaurants where they bring like a little boiling liquids to cook this crap off. Yeah. I know this would be wildly dangerous, but I've heard like a little mini deep fryer place. Because people love deep fried whatever, right? So instead of the boiling liquid, it's hot boiling grease that inevitably will hurt you. But you can order one of 20 freaking things and you just deep fry this. So if you wanted to try deep fried Jello, Like we basically just get a Jello shot, and you're like, all right, man. And
You ever done,
you batter it, you cook it up.
I don't know, because that's one of my favorite things about going to a bar or restaurant is that they handle the frying.
Exactly.
Okay.
They cook the food. It's like going to Korean barbecue. Like you're barbecuing. You're at the table. You're barbecuing.
I have done the Korean barbecue, but you don't like the heating
that's
thing in the
okay,
middle.
but my deep fryer idea.
Well, just hear me out though. But the barbecue and like it's like the steak and everything is so thin, you
All right.
barely have to cook it.
Okay.
And you're just kind of picking it off. I don't know. Like I hear your head is, but like I have an air fryer. I never had a deep fryer or like a fry daddy in my house.
You haven't come to my fried do restaurant.
Fried do.
Fried do. It's like fondue, but unhealthy.
They say this is a crazy carnival food. I don't think it is. I think it should be offered more places because I want to eat it. Pickle pizza.
Oh, I would give it a try.
I mean, if I liked pickles, I would try it. I just no.
I mean, I give it a shot.
Yeah. Well, we're briny. He's whiny.
Wow.
Really? Is that how it is?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, I just came up with that.
How much would it take for you to eat a pickle?
I'm insulted because I'm not insulted.
How much money would it take for you to eat a pickle?
Like a pickle spear? Honestly, I hate them at $500.
$500.
$500 for me to eat.
Mentally noted.
It's just so weird.
What?
Because
think we can pull $500?
the only vegetables I ever really see eat are pickled vegetables, but you don't eat pickles.
I don't like pickles.
Correct.
I think not all pickled vegetables, but most pickled vegetables to me taste good. I don't know what happens to a cucumber when you brine it, but it turns into that, and I'm like, this is effing disgusting.
I mean, I like pickles, but the older I get, I've turned into like crazy pickle guy. I got
What
like
does
3
that
different
mean?
types of pickles in my fridge. Like
Really?
if I get I have a hard
What
time.
makes your decision about which one you're going to use at any one time?
Oh, well, I'm glad you asked.
Yeah.
So if it's like a hamburger, sometimes I like to go old school McDonald's and just that's what the bread and butter ones are for.
All right.
Is that a sweet pickle?
Kind of.
I like a dill.
I just
on
dill,
burgers.
dill is what I eat the most of. So you got to have mini dills just to eat.
You're just eating those. There's no
Correct.
Okay.
And then I have dill stackers if I'm making like a turkey sandwich or something.
Okay. Those are the
So
flat
gross
long
to me.
ones, right?
Yeah.
Ew.
Then I have some mild pickled pepperoncinis.
I can eat pepperoni.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I said it's a briny lifestyle.
Is there a brand that you lean on?
I think I usually am a Vlasic guy.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Classic Vlasic.
These are crazy, outrageous carnival foods. Chocolate covered bacon, salty and
It's
sweet.
fine,
Try that.
yeah.
Yeah. Put it on a stick. I'll eat it.
Put it on a stick.
Hey, man, you got a stick to put this on.
Well, going back to your thing, Miles, like, I don't want a whole order of chocolate covered bacon.
Exactly.
But if you're selling a stick of it for $3 or $4, I'll take a stick.
Sure.
Here's another one. Fried Coca-Cola. They use Coke in the batter, roll it into balls, deep fry it, then top it with cinnamon sugar.
I'm sure it's freaking delicious.
I'm not sure if this is flavored or there's a mini slider inside of it, but it says cheeseburger donuts.
I'm guessing there's a slider.
Well, isn't it just the... so it's not the hamburger with a donut as the bun.
Correct.
Like minor league baseball, correct?
Right. Yeah, this is a... I'm guessing there's got to be something
There's got to be
inside.
something inside. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, if
yeah.
you're going to deep fry a slider, I'm going to eat it.
Yeah, that's a good point. And then number one of the outrageous carnival foods, deep fried butter.
Yep, that's the one the guy called.
Okay.
It. I'm sure it's delicious. I would just feel my heart stop as I'm eating.
That would be the one I think would leak out, like the beer. Yeah, I mean, it's
you know
butter.
what? I'm with you.
But they might freeze it. Like, so remember Chi-Chi's had the deep fried ice cream?
Mexican fried ice cream?
Yeah, so when I started working there, I realized, so we have the freezer, and then there's the sub-freezer. So if you have the butter in the deep freezer, which is like negative 10 degrees or more, you deep fry it, and the time that the batter cooks, the butter doesn't melt, but it's soft. All right, that's my guess. I don't know.
Yep.
Thank you, Head Chef. We appreciate it. Coming up at 5:08, we'll drink and toast with a shot of the day. You are listening to The Men's Room.
coast to coast and around the world. If it's not important, you'll hear it here, exclusively on In Action News. Here now are Stone Ledbetter and Felix Foxworthy.
Tonight, thousands of fans celebrated earlier today when Morrissey canceled his tour. But first, exciting news from our local university. Scientists there have successfully cloned an actual dinosaur using 65 million-year-old DNA.
They cloned a dinosaur.
Yes, Felix. Scientists have been trying to restore dinosaur DNA for years. The group at the university have become the first in the world to do it successfully. This is groundbreaking stuff in the world of genetics.
I understand that, Stone. I just don't think it is a good idea to clone a dinosaur, Playboy. Did they not see the movie Jurassic Park?
Oh, come on, Felix. It doesn't have to be like Jurassic Park. What do you think is going to happen?
So, are we going to see any dinosaurs on this dinosaur tour?
That is the idea, my main man. Just be patient. You'll see dinosaurs. I spared no expense.
Then why is the steering wheel on the right side of the Jeep?
Okay, I saved a little money by hiring a British factory to make my vehicles, but otherwise, I spared no expense.
Did you pay the energy bill?
Okay, I spared a little extra expense on the energy bill as well. Why do you ask, Miss Boney?
Because I think the power's about to go out.
Uh-oh.
Why did we stop?
Nothing to worry about, just a small glitch. We should have you up and running in no time.
Hear that, Felix? Nothing to worry about. Just a glitch.
Yeah. Did you hear that?
Did I hear what?
Listen. Why do you have a glass of water?
In case I get thirsty.
We have like 3 cases of water in the back.
Shh! Listen. Maybe it's the power trying to come back on.
We've lost power all over the park. I can't get the park back online until you pay the energy bill.
Yeah, the check is in the mail.
I told you that you should pay it online.
I forgot my password. Are the dinosaurs still in the paddocks?
So far they are. All except... Oh no.
What is it?
I can't track the Dolorosaurus.
If the Dolorosaurus escapes, God help us all.
I don't think that's the sound of the power coming back on, Playboy.
I think you're right. That sounds... Stay very still and very quiet.
Easy to do when you're petrified by fear.
Just hope it doesn't look through the sunroof.
Ah!
Oh, Lord! Oh, my! Jesus Christ! Felix!
I am not understanding the words you are saying. Are you two doing okay?
Oh, my! Someone help us!
Again, it is difficult to understand what you are saying with all the screaming and the yelling.
It's almost rude. They're not telling us anything. And you've asked so nicely.
I know, right? I flew them to my island. I fed them. I give them a free tour and they can't bother to tell us what is happening. This is the problem with people, you know. Lack of communication. They just can't read the room.
That was a bit dramatic.
But if it makes you feel any better, the dinosaurs resurrected at the local university is a plant-eating dinosaur, no larger than a modern turkey. I don't think you have anything to worry about, Felix. Felix? Ah! We'll be back next hour. Ah! Hello, everyone. This has been an In Action News broadcast, a Comedia Dysfunction. Watch all In Action News videos, new and old, on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@inactionnews.
And make sure you like and subscribe, man. And be sure to follow us on all your favorite social media platforms at In Action News.
She was down at the market and said, I'm going to get some popcorn. That was the quote. I said, okay, that's cool. I got home. I'm like, that is a lot of popcorn. Now,
how much did she buy?
Probably 7 bags. I guess. But they're big bags. And I almost took one down myself.
What flavor?
Night. This was the mix between the caramel and the cheddar. Or no, the brown butter. Brown butter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Now, to be fair, I was very high.
The airport,
throw that out there.
They are, yeah. They have a little little spot in the airport now, too.
Good, man. Yeah. It is good stuff. God damn, it's good. Seriously, like I opened the bag. I'm like, I'm just going to eat a couple handfuls. And I mean, that bag was just disappearing. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Let's see. Well, you already mentioned the Mariners. I don't mention how bad that was last night.
No, that was. And again, it's not. Someone said, man, you're rubbing salt in the wound. I'm not. Look, they earned that on their own. But beyond that, like, it was historic.
Well, back to what you said. You couldn't have a 30-second conversation with anybody and then turn around and look at the score. Like, what just happened?
Yeah, literally, we walked into the bar after work, and my wife and I were getting our seats. And I look up at the screen, and they're getting their ass kicked at that moment. And I'm just like, wow. I look at the bartender who literally said to me, you're regular. I said yes. By the time I tapped my wife on the shoulder to point at the screen to see how bad it was, the Brewers had put up 4 more runs. This is like in 90 seconds.
Yeah.
So when she looked up and said, oh, my God, I said, babe, it wasn't even that bad when I was trying to get your attention.
Yeah. It was wild. I ended up watching almost the whole replay after I was done podcasting. It was like, I just have to see how this happens.
You have to. Mike, it is okay.
No. All right. So, kind of an odd story here. Like, the MTV Music Awards nominees came out.
Okay.
Right? That's not a huge thing that, like, we talk about all the time, blah, blah, blah. But did you notice anything about it?
Was it MTV?
Did you look at this list where you handed it to me? There's no more rock category.
They got rid of it.
They got rid of rock. Now there's still.
I heard things were trending that way because, country's always been there. But country is, and I say having like their hair metal moment when rock was on top of the world, it was that kind of thing. Country's there right now. Hip hop's going to be whatever it's going to be. R&B is going to be. But I kept hearing rumors like rock is just doesn't exist in the national consciousness.
Right, and they still have.
9.9 KISW. The men's room returns with Miles and Thrill.
Back out of here at 508. We'll drink and toast for the shot of the day. And we do have your headlines on the way at 5:50. But first, quick check with Mike Hogg and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
Well, thank you, Miles. The trend continues. Another article was released claiming Americans' drinking remains at a record low.
Why do they feel they have to keep repeating this?
I think it's just shocking. I mean,
It's scaring people.
Yeah. I mean, last year.
Are they encouraging us to drink more? I mean, that's the way it seems like, oh my God, you guys have stopped drinking. And when we were drinking, it's like, hey, everybody slow down, man. It's unhealthy.
They're finding other coping mechanisms.
I mean, I think a big part of it is that younger generation. I don't know what the hell they're called now. But they're not drinking as much.
That's interesting.
But even for me, right, at different parts of the year, I took months off.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, guys, I don't know how times you have to repeat, because it's not like you're repeating it year after year. This has all been in the last month. They're freaking out. Like, okay, we get it. Are you encouraging us to drink more? Because listen, I have not reduced my drinking. I'm still doing my part, but good if people are drinking
But
less.
even you took like a couple weeks off last year.
Did I?
I think so.
Yeah,
I don't recall that.
Yeah.
Really? Why? Did I have a reason?
Someone tell me I had to.
I mean, yeah, we don't have to get into it.
Yeah, I was going to say I had to come from the outside. I'm going to guess my wife. Yeah, so.
I think they're just starting to demonize it. Like I see it in comment sections. Like they're demonizing it. Just wait till they all turn 30. They'll start drinking. Okay.
I also think too. Like, again, I'm not trying to like say you should drink or should, but I feel like it used to be it was either like people were drunk, like you were drinking or you were in AA, and I think now there's just a lot more middle space.
Yeah, like I'm just choosing not to. No particular reason.
But that said, I'd go for a damn beer.
I know.
Man, I'm getting thirsty. I'm not going to lie.
Go crack one.
Prepare yourself, gents. A time traveler from 2118 has warned that the world is facing, quote, horrors in the future.
I can tell you that.
Yeah. Predict that from any. I'm not a time traveler. There's horrors in the future.
Hey, look, I'm from 20 whatever. Next year, there's going to be record-breaking droughts.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
There's going to be political unrest.
Now. They faced horrors 100 years ago. They faced horrors 500 years ago. Horrors are just the bad things that are happening at that point.
It's called the human condition.
It's also, like people need to calm down. It is the safest time to be a human.
It really is. And I think that's why you have all the bitching and because we don't have any real quote-unquote
You have indoor plumbing.
Issues. Yeah.
We were talking about this on the podcast. Do you know how nice it is to have trash trucks and sanitation?
Man, I thought about it today because in my mind, I'm like, oh, God damn it, I got to take all this crap down to the street. Then I'm like, you know what? Imagine if you had to figure out what to do with your own crap.
Yeah.
I was like, this is actually a great system. I make trash. I roll it down to the street. Someone I don't know shows up in a truck and makes it disappear. Repeat.
Right.
Yeah. Entire industry.
I listened to a quote from that British comedian Jimmy Carr. He talked about how our desires are mimetic. Like no matter what it is that we want, once we get it, we want more things.
Yeah, of course.
Once we get something good in our life, we want another good thing. You know, we don't focus on the thing that we just got. We look to the next thing. So it's kind of the same thing with the bad things that we're beating. Once we beat something bad, there's another bad guy. There's another boogeyman that we have to go and take out.
There always will be.
Is he on the same level? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's why there's so many Batman movies. You beat the Joker, here's Bane. I mean, it's just like, dude, everything's just a sequel. It's fine.
Right. Now, the Joker was cooler. He was a worse bad guy. But
now, Bane was cooler than Joker. Sorry, man.
In the Christopher Nolan universe, it's at least arguable. But you know what? Back in the, the cartoon.
I don't think it's wise of you to disagree.
Right. What about the Batman and Robin Bane? Okay, that one was not nearly on the level of Jack Nicholson's Joker.
He wasn't. You're fine.
It's been discovered that people who live beyond the age of 110 have a, quote, hypervigilant immune system that fights off cancer.
You don't say.
Come on.
That's why they're still alive?
That's why they're there.
I thought it was sheer luck and black lung. Like, well, of course.
No, it's the shot of whiskey every day. Come on.
And the cigar, right.
Right. And the chewing tobacco and the tequila. Put your thinking caps on, gents. Time for the Merriam-Webster word of the day. Thrill, you currently hold the cap on this one after getting one correct yesterday. I give you guys an 80% chance of success. Merriam-Webster has not been stepping it up this week. They're giving everybody a free rein here.
Is that why you're saying we have a chance? They've dumbed it down, so I think you guys...
Exactly. I was so happy that we've gone back up in the percentages.
Right. Well, they're using real words now. They're not using some fake crap that was invented back in 1500.
Okay.
These are real words that we use. This is a verb brought to you by the letter D. D as in dog, okay? Now, to do this with something, especially secret or private information, is to make it... So what?
Nothing.
Is to make it known.
It's a D word?
Declassify.
Oh, so good, Ted, but no.
So wait, say the definition again.
To do this to something like declassify it, especially secret or private information, is to make it known.
Disseminate?
Disseminate, I like it. Miles, do you have a guess?
God.
It usually is followed by information.
Decode?
We're not able...
Declaration?
Not able to blank information. Say what?
Declaration?
No, the word is divulge.
Oh, God damn it. Yeah.
I can't divulge my feelings towards the lady.
Indeed.
If you say it like that, don't.
I believe I should divulge how I feel. Yeah, brother, don't do that.
Bad news, Miles. Clear Eyes brand is recalling 40,000 bottles of eye drops due to a, quote, lack of assurance of sterility and possible contamination.
Oh, no.
A lack of assurance of sterility.
How do you know?
Did you use some today?
Every day.
I could tell.
Yeah.
You got a bad batch.
I know. Just wondering. What the hell?
Man, I used that stuff one time. I remember, Miles, you let me borrow it one time. That stuff works like crazy.
Oh, it's great. I like it better than, what's the other one?
Clear Eyes?
No, there's Visine.
Oh, Visine.
Clear Eyes better than Visine.
What's the, what have you noticed to be the difference?
Visine irritates my eyes more for some reason. Clear Eyes is just a little bit more, I don't know, moist instead of dry.
I got you.
I don't know.
Okay. A little more sterile, just not this round. Ted, you talked earlier about carnival foods, fair foods, right?
Yeah.
One thing that we do know to be true is also at fairs and carnivals is that people don't know how to behave around other people. Now, I'm here to help.
The Men's Room Top 10. The Men's Room Top 10.
So this comes to us via Huffington Post, and it's the rudest things that you can do at a theme park. So when you guys think about your experiences at theme parks, carnivals, fairs,
cut in line.
Who's that person that... Say what now?
Cut in line.
That's
my big thing.
Very good point.
How about litter?
Ooh,
littering.
Strong.
I like it. Littering might be on the list. Miles, the person that you hate to see?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay.
God, I'm not sure.
We got littering, you got cut in line. In my opinion, there shouldn't be many more, but you have plenty.
So as far as the rudest things that you can do at a theme park, according to Huffington Post, they kind of start with the more group atmosphere, and it's when you ignore meetup times. It says be mindful of the group that you're traveling with, as well as strangers at the park. Respect meetup times when groups split up. We'll see you back here at Lightning Loops at 3 p.m. Doesn't mean we're going to try to get in one more ride, even if it means making you wait for us.
The only problem with that is, based on the line I'm in, like, I'm not going to try to get one more ride in, but if my line's taking forever and I know it's 3 o'clock, but I'm, I don't know, 4 cars away from getting on, you're going to have to wait.
And I feel like that bit of advice kind of goes back to the time before cell phones. You know, when you had to say, guys, we're going to meet back here at 3 p.m. Like, okay, at 3 p.m., we're all waiting. At 3:30, we're about to send the search party. But with cell phones, you know, it's like, okay, guys, let's meet right back there around 3 o'clock. Right. Hang on, I'm in line. Give me a hot second. Let me know where you guys go. I'll catch up with you.
Yeah, it's a good call.
I will say, personal experience in Disney World with all the Smiths. Now, granted, this was 2011.
Yeah.
We had like a dinner thing. So we're at Epcot, though. So some of the older cousins, we said, we're going to go do some drinks around the world. And my uncle was pissed. And he's like, we are getting on that bus. You are not missing dinner. I said, all right, no worries. Like, put it on my shoulders. I remember we proudly, because we only did like 3 countries. We strolled back, and he's like, son of a bitch. You guys made it with 5 minutes to spare. I was like, I told you.
They say not preparing your children for the visit. It says know your party's limits. Set the expectations at the beginning of the day so that everyone's on the same page. For example, we're going to go to the park in the morning. When it gets hot, we're going to come back to the room for lunch and naps. Then we'll go back to the park in the late afternoon and stay until fireworks.
That is easier said than done.
I'm about to say that from what I know to be true about
based on the age,
that does not work.
Yeah, I mean you can tell them. You can prepare
with your tickets. You can walk out of the park and come back in,
depending on the park.
Right.
Yeah, depending on the park and depending on your ticket.
Okay.
I will say this though, if you're a parent, I mean I've been to Disney World enough. Like under a certain age, there's no point in taking them. Like they're not going to remember a ton especially if they're like 5 and under. Like there's not a ton of rides. They're going to get bored. Like I think save the money till they get older.
Disney World for me was 5.
All right,
I do have memories of it, but
yeah,
I'm assuming I had fun.
Yeah, I just sometimes see families with little kids. It's like just wait a couple years, save some money.
Yeah, dude, you're wasting your money. They're not going to. I mean, my thing is just be old enough to remember.
Yeah.
Just be old enough to. If you're not old enough to remember, you spend a lot of money and your kid doesn't even remember having gone to this thing.
They say forgetting to pack your patience is a rude thing that you can do. When preparing to visit a theme park, it's important to remember that along with the excitement, the rides, the food, and entertainment, it often comes with long lines, crowded spaces, and unexpected delays. Show some courtesy and grace and try not to get irritated. Your loud complaints impact others as well.
If you don't know that, do not go to an amusement park.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, just like delay. It's not even delays. Like there's lines because everyone's here for the same reason. They want to have a good time too. So you get in line, everyone's in the same line waiting to have a good time. It's fine.
Yes. And that etiquette also extends to packing my patience. Okay, I'll do that. Pack your etiquette as well. Don't take forever to get off the ride that everybody has clearly waited an hour to get on. Okay, do we have everything? Make sure double check the seats, kids. No, get the hell off the ride.
Get
You'll
the hell
find it
off.
later. Get off. Letting your camera ruin the fun. People naturally want to document their theme park excursions, but you don't want to let that negatively impact others. Consider whether you really need to do a 20-minute Instagram photo shoot or if it means fully blocking the walkway, for instance.
People are oblivious. You're not wrong, but people are so oblivious. I've kind of accepted it, but also I'll say something.
Yeah.
The thing is, trying not to walk in between people when they're taking a picture of their family.
Yeah,
So if
most
they're doing
people are
that,
pretty good at
I'm
that.
pretty cognizant about that.
Yeah, and sometimes it depends on where you are, too. You know what I mean? If you know you're standing in that spot, you got to expect people to walk by.
Yeah, of course.
Correct. I actually like when there's a photo shoot happening and they wave people through. Like, okay, thank you. I'm going to take a second to really get my pose right on this one. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, come on through. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
I just did it at the Guinness Storehouse Brewery, right? Like, there's a main gate that says Guinness, right?
Yeah.
So we took a picture. This family waited, and then the lady was like, and I was like, no, of course, give me your phone. I'll just return the favor.
Yeah.
I still think the power move I saw was Miles. I think we were at a paint in the grass, and it was a father and his son. Son's probably about 18 years old, I guess. But anyway, so they took a picture with me, and then they asked Miles, "Hey man, will you take a picture?" Miles held the phone, took a picture of himself, and and walked away.
Damn. Yeah. Running, pushing, and shoving. There's no running, no pushing, and no shoving. The same guidelines that we all know from kindergarten still apply. Try to be polite if you have to get past some fellow park goers.
Here's the thing: if you learn that in kindergarten, who in the hell else do we have to explain that to?
Yeah.
If you learned it as a kindergartner and you were older than that, and we have to explain that rule to you, there's something wrong with you.
I feel like that's some younger adults that are trying to reclaim any last resemblance of childhood.
And
You know what I
sometimes,
mean?
it's people are just kind of entitled.
Yes.
Yeah, and they're wrong.
They are.
Yeah, they're wrong.
I gotta say, this one drives me nuts. Again, these are the rudest things that you can do at a theme park. Stopping or turning abruptly in the middle of a walkway.
I don't
This
mind if
applies
you
to the
turn.
airport as well, kids.
Just don't stop. That's all.
Yeah, and if you're the slower walker in a couple people, I say this all the time, do not match. Like, I walk fast or faster. If I slow down to get behind you, don't slow your goddamn pace.
Right, just keep going.
I'm just trying to let people by us because you walk like a tortoise.
And I don't get when there's one way through. You know, you get into a corridor where it's tight enough. You know, there's people standing on either side, and so there's really one row of people going one direction and one row of people going the other direction. The number of people that I have seen just stop out of nowhere. It's like, what do you think is behind you? It's like an escalator at that point. It's a human. It's a human moving sidewalk.
Right.
There's no stopping. Keep going.
Or just peel off to the side.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't just stop. That's what we do in Seattle in our
Treat
cars.
it like driving. You wouldn't just stop on I-5. And like you would pull over to the shoulder if it's that important, right?
Right.
Same thing.
Exactly. And then this is the last and final thing, the rudest thing that you can do at any and all theme parks. Steve, you nailed it. Trying to cut the line. A significant faux pas is pushing or attempting to make your way ahead of others in line. This is the epitome of poor etiquette and inconsideration. Everyone's time is valuable, and those who have waited patiently deserve to have their place respected. A more insidious form of line cutting involves holding a spot for a large group. It says be considerate of those around you. It is it's one thing for a single person from a group of 6 to run to the restroom. It is not okay for a single person from a group of 6 to stand in line until the front
And hold
to
the
suddenly
six.
have the rest of the group.
All right, I was going to say that because I've been in that situation before, but it was just me because I had to use the bathroom. And people were like, all right. And I've had it happen to me. Like, especially, again, the Disney park. Sometimes the lines are super long. And like, right, if somebody comes by, just like, it's just me, there are my groups up there, I just like use the bath. You're just kind of like, okay. But
People are
Mike's
pretty
right. If it's like 3 or 4 people, you're like, no.
We had a guy, my wife and I were in line for something. I can't remember what it was, but he had been in front of us. The line's moving slow. And he peeled out to go to the bathroom. And he's there solo. And he came back, and I pointed back in front of him. He's like, for real? I said, brother, you went to the bathroom, man.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry about people. God damn, man.
don't
I
care.
saw you go to the back. Get back in line. Why don't you stand back there? Come on.
Some honorable mentions, they talk about blocking people's views, being disrespectful with park characters. Have you guys seen the saga with this gal that's being creepy towards Peter Pan in Disneyland right now?
What? I have seen it.
Wait, what do you mean?
So she's
Go ahead, Ted.
She's one of the Disney adults.
All right.
and she really likes Peter Pan, but she like takes a lot of his time and brings him like gifts and stuff.
Okay. All right.
I don't know, but Mike, I think you might agree. Like, it appears that the Peter Pan guy is kind of like, okay, like,
he's creeped out by it. But the problem is that when he's in Disney, he has to stay in character.
Yep.
Like, he's always on. And Peter Pan, if you remember, it's not that he's quite flirtatious, but he's very childlike. He's very complimentary. And so she has this weird romantic obsession with him that is just creepy.
He's going to break character soon.
And yeah, I would say the other thing too is like, I love mascots, right? But when I go to a sporting event, I recognize that the mascot's first duty is to talk to children.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if I get a chance to see Blitz when he's not, like, I'll wait. And if I can see Blitz, like, cool. But you can't, like, barge in or, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's for kids.
What do you say to Blitz? Hey, it's me, Ted. Remember me?
Yeah.
Could it be a different Blitz than the last time?
Pretty sure Blitz is Blitz, but I know he enjoys rock music.
Okay.
That is a rumor. That is a rumor that I've heard as well.
Yeah. And he complimented my Pearl Jam hat once.
All right.
Yeah.
Thumbs up. Like points at it and thumbs up.
Well, my guy is, who's the T-Birds? Cool Bird.
All right.
Because he was at our golf tournament.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I talked to Cool Bird, and then I
right.
talked to the real Cool Bird afterwards, and I was like, thanks for breaking character. He wasn't still as Cool Bird.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, no kidding, that's you.
A player was tackled at a high school football game in Tennessee, but it was not by a player, Miles.
It was awesome, though.
Tell you about it at 5:50.
Thanks, our headlines are coming up at 5:50. In the meantime, a minute to drink it time.
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the men's room knows just who it is. So to you, we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Drink time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink desk. And Steve will throw a hill to find out who we're toasting.
Yes, indeed. And today we toast one Lindsay Austin, ironically, of Richmond, Texas. Like pretty much everyone in the United States, Lindsay ordered something from Amazon. Now, unlike a lot of us, Lindsay's package was delivered by drone. And if you didn't know, Amazon offers drone delivery, and they recently announced they're expanding the drone delivery service to nearly 500 cities nationwide. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the future is here. Well, Richmond, Texas is one of those cities. And her honoree, she received an alert that her package was out for delivery via drone. And after hearing the drones buzzing, she went outside and watched as the drone opened its hatch and flawlessly dropped her package directly into her pool. She has now opted out of the drone delivery program. There is a video. Not that the video is exciting. You just hear her repeating the words, "Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God." So Amazon, I hear what you're saying. I let you try to move to the future, but if the drone cannot identify the difference between a pool and someone's front porch, maybe don't do it. And I only say that because if I were an Amazon delivery driver and I threw your package in the pool, they would call you and be present.
You
so
lose
in
your
the
job.
end, right, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Have you seen the video?
I have. And I'm not shocked. But also, like, yeah, there's massive issue with drones.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they just try to get near a target.
And dropped it in the pool.
Yep.
I looked, but I could not find what she ordered. I was like, was it something electronic?
It was a box of
Where you
something.
know
It floated.
Yeah, it did float.
For a second.
But still. So we pour this booze, and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy.
So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies. Down the hola bichola.
All right, it's going to get tested on the line for Profile This, 206-803-ROCK. Profile This is next.
From coast to coast and around the world. If it's not important, you'll hear it here. Exclusively on In Action News. Here now are Stone Ledbetter and Felix Foxworthy.
Tonight, thousands of fans celebrated earlier today when Morrissey canceled his tour. But first, exciting news from our local university. Scientists there have successfully cloned an actual dinosaur using 65-million-year-old DNA.
They cloned a dinosaur.
Yes, Felix. Scientists have been trying to restore dinosaur DNA for years. The group at the university have become the first in the world to do it successfully. This is groundbreaking stuff in the world of genetics.
I understand that, Stone. I just don't think it is a good idea to clone a dinosaur, Playboy. Did they not see the movie Jurassic Park?
Oh, come on, Felix. It doesn't have to be like Jurassic Park. What do you think is going to happen?
So, are we going to see any dinosaurs on this dinosaur tour?
That is the idea, my main man. Just be patient. You'll see dinosaurs. I spared no expense.
Then why is the steering wheel on the right side of the Jeep?
Okay, I saved a little money by hiring a British factory to make my vehicles, but otherwise, I spared no expense.
Did you pay the energy bill?
Okay, I spared a little extra expense on the energy bill as well. Why do you ask, Miss Boney?
Because I think the power's about to go out.
Uh-oh.
Why did we stop?
Nothing to worry about, just a small glitch. We should have you up and running in no time.
Hear that, Felix? Nothing to worry about. Just a glitch.
Yeah. Did you hear that?
Did I hear what?
Listen. Why do you have a glass of water?
In case I get thirsty.
We have like 3 cases of water in the back.
Shh! Listen. Maybe it's the power trying to come back on.
We've lost power all over the park. I can't get the park back online until you pay the energy bill.
Yeah, the check is in the mail.
I told you that you should pay it online.
I forgot my password. Are the dinosaurs still in the paddocks?
So far they are. All except... Oh no.
What is it?
I can't track the Dolorosaurus.
If the Dolorosaurus escapes, God help us all.
I don't think that's the sound of the power coming back on, Playboy.
I think you're right. That sounds like... That sounds... Stay very still and very quiet.
Easy to do when you're petrified by fear.
Just hope it doesn't look through the sunroof.
Ah!
Oh, Lord! Oh, my! Jesus Christ! Felix!
I am not understanding the words you are saying. Are you two doing okay?
Oh, my! Someone help us!
Again, it is difficult to understand what you are saying with all the screaming and the yelling.
It's almost rude. They're not telling us anything. And you've asked so nicely.
I know, right? I flew them to my island.
The Men's Room presents Profile This.
And Steven Throwhill, could you please tell everyone how Profile This is played?
Oh, sure can, Miles. It's a simple game where we share with you a real-life news story, something that happened right here on planet Earth. And as you listen to the story, based on the stereotypes you believe to be true of people and the decisions that people make, we'll ask you what it is you think makes the story a story. Hello, Dave. Welcome to the men's room.
Liquor and whores.
Liquor and whores. All right, Dave. You understand how this here game is played?
Yes, I do.
Fantastic. You have your choice today of one of three categories. Today, we offer you the wonderful world of drugs. We have Hit Me With Your Best Shot, where you guess the unconventional object someone used as a weapon. And finally, today, Animalize This, where you guess the animal responsible for causing the problem.
I think it's a day for drugs.
All right, we go to Kentucky, where a Louisville woman now faces a series of felony charges after gun-fueled crime. Police say that LaShondra M. Payne, 30 years old, she was driving while intoxicated. Now, during that time, she chased down a vehicle while shooting and engaged in a physical assault on Taco Bell. According to the police report, an officer stopped Payne's Ford Fusion because she fit the description of the lead suspect in two separate armed incidents reported earlier that evening. Payne's first violent encounter involved a high-speed pursuit where she admitted to chasing a black sedan and firing shots at the vehicle. She did not explain why. Traffic cameras confirmed the event. It captured her car disregarding a red light while chasing the sedan to a residence. Officers say Payne was also linked to a physical assault at a local Taco Bell. The victim at the Taco Bell told police that she pulled his hair, tried to steal his phone, and pointed a gun at him. Now, during questioning, she admitted to that too. Now, when officers pulled her over, they said that a handgun was spotted in plain view under the driver's seat. Once again, she admitted she had stolen that gun, and records confirmed the weapon had in fact been reported stolen in last year. Officers then recovered a Taco Bell bag on the passenger seat and multiple bags of drugs from Payne's purse after once again she admitted to having the drug. The arresting officer noted that Payne appeared highly intoxicated. Officer claimed that they observed erratic behavior, slurred speech, a staggered gait, and a strong odor of alcohol. She was drunk. And a breathalyzer did reveal that she was, in fact, 2 times the legal limit. She faces a total of 12 charges. But the question is not about what she had to drink. The question is, what drug was she also high on? Was it weed? Was it crack? Was it meth? Or was it fentanyl? So weed, crack, meth, or fentanyl?
What are you thinking, Ted?
Honestly, man, I think she's just drunk and stoned. And she got in a fight at a Taco Bell.
Yeah, she did.
So you're going weed?
In this case, I'm going weed. She had other drugs on her, but I think she's just hammered and got in a fight trying to get munchies.
Dave, I think Ted's right. I'm going weed too.
All right, well, I'll change it up. I think she was messing it out and all messed up.
Okay, all right. What was she on? Weed, crack, meth, or fentanyl? We'll find out next.
That was a tease.
You are listening to The Men's Room.
You're listening to the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Category is drugs on profile. This we go to Kentucky. A woman, she faces charges after she was driving drunk, shooting in another car. She also had an assault charge at a Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Admitted to basically everything.
Oh, and whatever they called her on, she's like, yeah, I did that.
She was drunk, but also was on drugs. Question is, was she on weed, crack, meth, or fentanyl?
And David, that is the question that we posed to you. Now, the Ted Smith and Miles went with weed. You went with David. And David, I'm going to tell you right now, you should have agreed with the Ted Smith and Miles. It was just a simple case of weed.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I mean, she's admitting to everything.
Oh, yeah.
And she's obviously drunk, but I just think she's a little bit off.
And the thing is, like, she was not combative with the cops. She was horrible up until the cops got to her. And she's like, yeah, I did that. I said, what about this other thing? I did that. You have drugs on it? They're in my purse. Like, Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm. But at least, like, there's some point I feel like with drunk people, they kind of snap to reality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a sobering moment. Maybe that's just what happened, but like dealing with people on meth, I mean, they'll fight tooth and nail. You can catch them smoking a meth pipe, and they'll be like, that wasn't meth. Like, what else were you smoking out of a glass or, come on.
Now for all TV news all the time, and it's time for TV Time with Ted.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box, the Men's Room presents TV Time with Ted.
There it is. All right. Let's see. Your choices today. You got the Jimmys.
Fallon and Kimmel.
Yes. You got Seth Meyers. Or you got Ted Smith.
Is it Ted or is it late night?
It is right there in the title. These guys have teams of talents, writers, help them come up with their monologues each and every night. It is up to you to determine, is this an actual late night joke and from whom, or could it be a The Ted Smith original?
Like butter, dude.
Or Ted Smith. Netflix has a new dating show called Wait to Date that will follow a group of people who've lost a large amount of weight and are looking to find love. Here's the cruel twist. Some of them are cake.
Seth.
Fallon.
Fallon.
Netflix has a new dating show called Wait to Date that will follow a group of people who have lost large amounts of weight and are now attempting to find love. Yep. And here's the cruel twist. Some of them are cake.
You ever seen that show?
No.
Simply called Is It Cake? Because they make realistic looking things, but it's cake.
Okay. Yeah.
And you got to guess if it's cake.
Okay. I saw one of Jimothy the other day on Instagram.
There was a Jimothy cake?
Yes.
Have you seen these self-driving cars that are all over different cities in the U.S. now? They kind of freak me out. I don't even like the name. Waymo? Sounds like the noise you hear when you get hit by one.
Rosie. Or Kimmel.
Smith.
Rosie O'Donnell in for Jimmy Kimmel.
Have you seen those self-driving cars that are zipping around, the Waymos? I saw 5 of them on my way to the studio this morning. It totally freaked me out. I mean, I don't even like the name, Waymo. It sounds like the noise you hear when you get hit by one.
42-year-old man in Florida was working at a Planet Fitness when he reportedly stole a member's credit card, then used it to buy food and beer at a local barbecue joint. On the plus side, at least he has to go back to the gym.
The Ted Smith.
Yep.
Yeah, that was me.
That's a good one.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, he works at a gym, so I mean, don't steal, but
right.
It seems like he could eat a lot more barbecue and beer. Vin Diesel has said this December they will start shooting the 11th Fast and the Furious movie. Jesus. But the squad's getting a little older. The movie is just them trying to get into the car.
Fallon.
Yeah, that's Jimmy Fallon.
Have you seen those self-driving cars that are zipping around, the Waymos?
Oh, my bad.
I saw 5 of them on my way to the studio.
Well, some entertainment news. Vin Diesel said that this December they will start shooting the 11th Fast and Furious movie. Although I will say the squad is getting a little older. Half the movie is just them trying to get into the car.
That's wild. They pumped out 11 of those things.
I know. Mm-hmm.
Hey, I guess if it works. Yeah, works for Vin Diesel.
It does. They know almost exactly how much money they make on each movie, so they know much about to spend. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of like, it's like paying your rent and your rent's fixed. You know how much you make, and that's fixed. They're like, look, we know exactly what we're doing with this.
Yeah. Well, it's like we brought up Dwayne The Rock Johnson before.
Sure.
Right? And he does a lot of big action films or kids films. Then he did a serious one, The Smashing Machine, which, again, I thought was a really good film. I thought he was really good in it. But people just, I don't think, know the story or care enough. And it's just like, at some point he had to be like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, I really worked on these acting chops. And, like, nobody cares.
And then no one cares, right?
Yeah. Let's see. All right. Before I get to K-pop Demon Hunters, I did watch the latest episode of Hard Knocks last night.
All right.
Miles, you're right. They turned that around very quickly. I was going to say, that game was just, Saturday night? Mm-hmm. It was kind of interesting. I had my thoughts on it, but it was also good to see Coach McDonald be like, yeah, we got to do better. We're just not playing up to our standard. And I was like, all right. And then I did read that Sunday night they sent out an email and kind of changed the practice schedule this week, where it's supposed to be lighter, shells and stuff in the afternoon, turned into morning with pads.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, which I kind of like. But then I also saw an interview on another station with Matt Hasselbeck, who I very much like. I think he was a great quarterback. I think he's a very good sports reporter now. But he said he was and he was very complimentary. And if you haven't watched it, I mean, it makes Seattle look awesome.
Right.
The weather's been great. You're over there in Lake Washington. But he was like, there's too much cursing. And he's like, I don't know if that's a tough guy macho thing. And it's like,
it's football players.
It's football players,
yeah.
And a lot of people curse. Now, look, there is lines, right? I don't want people cursing around kids.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Or sometimes you're just in company or a different kind of, where you got to watch it. Because I know some people that just curse all the time. I don't think they even think about the fact.
No, it's how they talk.
Correct. But yeah, saying there's too much cursing, it was mainly when he said they're trying to be, I don't know if it's a tough guy thing. I don't think they're trying to act tough.
Yeah,
But that's what they do.
No, the thing is, the NFL tells you we're going to put cameras on what you do. And my thing is, look, if you want to document, but they're not doing a performance, you want to document what someone does, F you. That's how it is. You want to see what we do, that's what we do. F you if it's a problem.
It's a contact sport. These kids, a lot of them are 22 years old. You never seen two dudes in a parking lot. You're like, I would like to engage in fisticuffs with you. You as well. I cannot believe you asked my woman if she would like to fornicate with me.
Right.
Let's go.
Yeah.
There was too much cussing when these two decided to get physical with each other. They are playing a physical sport. They are young adults. Doesn't matter how old you are. That's ridiculous. I'm not saying that Matt Hasselbeck. I get where he's coming from. I know he's a man of the cloth, but still,
he is right. Played at Boston College.
Yeah,
super religious guy. It just seemed odd. As I was like, come on, man.
But it's also reality. That's people talk.
Right.
And you want to document it. That's the difference. It'd be one thing if you say, hey, man, you're going to be on Good Morning America. Then I go all right, you understand where you're at. You're on Good Morning America. You brought cameras into the world. This other effing world works.
Yeah, you're also.
If you get out,
you're on an offense that has a lot of very pure good people. I mean, if you look at Sean Alexander, he's another guy. Mm-hmm. He's very religious. You look at Holmgren. There's another guy that's very religious. Walter Jones. His offensive team at that time, even if it was just Jerry Rice coming in from or whoever it was. I mean, that was that was a different offense. That was a different time.
I for years gave Richard Sherman credit when he gave that famous speech after the NFC Championship game. And people all over the country, I had people texting me like, Sherman's this. And I go, look, he didn't even curse. He just was excited. He just made the play of his career, one of the greatest plays in Seattle sports history. And then they interviewed him on the field. It was, what are you mad about?
You're going to interview a man on the field, you're going to get what you get, man. Sorry, how do you not know this? That's my only thing. If you're too dumb to get that, don't watch this stuff. Because when you get real world stuff, things change. That's all.
Yeah. I mean, right, you think that's bad. There's a good reason you don't have embedded reporters with the Big Red One or the goddamn Recon Marines.
Yeah.
You don't want to know how they talk.
No.
Right. I can't believe how disrespectful they were.
Just any of the military branches. Right? Just come on. All right. Speaking of Christians and Catholics, there's a Christian metal band suing Netflix over K-pop Demon Hunters. So basically, there's a Christian metal band called Demon Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
You guys know them?
I don't, but I saw they've existed for 25 years.
Okay. They're saying K-pop Demon Hunters is a trademark infringement and unfair competition. They say they're well known and celebrated. They have the name first. They've been using it for decades. They also say Netflix and its partners, quote, created a substantial likelihood of confusion between the two brands, which has damaged them in, quote, an amount not yet ascertainable.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. That's the name of your band.
That's the band that Hasselbeck should go watch.
But I
Oakley dokley, folks.
Right.
Yeah, but every kid that I heard talk about that show always called it K-pop Demon Hunters.
Sure.
So, like, I get what Demon Hunters is saying, but I don't know that anybody was actually confusing K-pop Demon Hunters to just Demon Hunters.
Had you heard of Demon Hunters before K-pop Demon Hunters?
No.
Me neither. So, so the arguments on both sides. On the one hand, like, you haven't heard of us. Maybe I'm not their audience, but either way, like, they were saying it caused a lot of confusion where they played a show and people were pissed when they rolled out there because they brought their kids thinking it's K-pop Demon Hunters. Like, so we went to play a show. It wasn't in Seattle. It was like in Chicago or something. And we were all on stage. 20% of the audience was there for us. The other 80%, but the kids thought it was K-pop Demon Hunters. Like, who the hell are you? And they're like, we're the Demon Hunters. We've been the Demon Hunters. So I get, look, to me, the easy thing, Netflix, you got so much money. Like, guys, here's X amount of dollars. Let it go.
I also think it's got to be part on the parents.
For not doing their due diligence.
Yeah. I mean,
well, if you show up for a
Ryan,
Ryan Adams concert and you think it's Bryan Adams, that's on you.
Look, I don't think there's another group of people called the Globetrotters, but I make sure Harlem's in front of it.
Oh, yeah. Just in case.
If I showed up and it's just like a mixture of white guys, black guys, and Mexican guys, and they're like, we're the Globetrotters. Like, no. Where's the Harlem Globetrotters?
Okay, you're a different show.
To me, Harlem's the important part of that.
Oh, yeah.
Same with K-pop.
Globetrotters are rich celebrities.
I mean, you're right. Also, I'm still on the hunt for Washington Generals gear.
Do they not sell it?
They don't. They don't sell it. And it's like you can find.
They not? Because in the end, the same group's going to make the money. Like, dude, all for that.
Well, I think also they don't really want you cheering for the Generals. But I don't. And again, if you were going with your family or something, I wouldn't suggest this. It was just me and my buddy, and I was like, we should just go because they do 2 shows, right?
Yeah.
So that the later show is going to have I think,
more
older,
adults, sure.
more adults, probably older kids or whatever. But it would be funny to rip some beers and just be like, "Come on, General!" Like, are these guys really here cheering for the General?
Follow them everywhere.
Right. I think they've only won a handful of times. You'd have to. I bet the over under on Harlem Globetrotters shows you'd have to see the Generals win has to be in the thousands.
Oh God, yeah.
Let's see, Thrill. You love this show. How I Met Your Mother. You watched it, right?
No.
I thought you did, or your wife made you watch it.
No, we didn't. I don't think she liked it much either.
I watched it for a while, then I stopped. But to their credit, it ran for a long time, 2005 to 2014. Josh Rayner, he played Ted Mosley on the show. Basically, he just says, like, yeah, I like those people. We're not close. And I don't think it's shocking news. He's like, it doesn't mean it in a dramatic way. It's like going to college where you have this very intense time together. You can't imagine not seeing each other every other day. Then you disperse and you go live your life.
Yeah. Sure.
And like he said too, he's like, we obviously had a tight bond. We worked together, but he's like, I didn't pick these people. Like, they cast us together.
That's a good point, right?
I think the Friends thing is a little bit different, and they've all stayed tighter just because that show was
iconic,
and they
made a ton of money.
They held out, and they all got the same amount of money and this and that. So I think that helps. Like, they were a group from like year 2 on,
and also they just made friends with each other.
Yeah,
that's all, man. They got along for whatever reason. They got along. Okay.
Yeah, so like that one doesn't shock me, and also like no. I don't think you should be heartbroken if actors don't actually
hang out outside of. I mean, you see in sports. Played with this man for 11 years. Well, you've been retired for 7 years. When's the last time you saw him? 7 years ago.
Yeah, and
there's no ill will, nothing. Just we weren't friends. We don't dislike each other, but we just didn't hang out.
Right, and for athletes too, it matters of like where you play and do you stay there. Right? Like Miles has brought this up a bunch, but like, sorry, Green Bay. Like, I don't think most of the modern athletes like build homes and stay in Green Bay. No, right? It's
Buffalo, Green Bay. I mean, and it's nothing against these places. Just when I have that much money, it's a smaller market, and I'm a young man. Maybe I get my place in Miami or Vegas or a place where I can go be a young man with a lot of money. I mean, Green Bay's just not it.
Utah Jazz,
right?
But I mean, I could imagine living in Salt Lake City. And but
you could, but a 20-year-old from Miami.
But I'm just no. I'm just saying that at least that's a big city. Like Green Bay is tiny.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Milwaukee's is close, and that's the biggest city, right? So it's like. You might
go.
Is an hour away? How close is it?
I don't think it's 2 hours. It's probably 90 minutes.
All right.
It's somewhere in there because that sports bar I was telling you about when I was in Milwaukee, they had a sign like, hey, next week the shuttle leaves from here to go to that stadium. But Green Bay is just so tiny.
It is.
And Miles, you're right. I know most young guys don't want to live in Salt Lake City. I'm just saying, I can fathom the major cities, right? Like nobody lives in Foxborough, I'm guessing. They all live in Boston, if they stay.
Yeah.
And then I think it depends on how big. But anyhow,
Those guys aren't happy about that either.
yeah, getting to the point of like, you're right. You're friends, you're with this athlete all the time, but you move away. Hell, I have a tattoo that represents DeMath on my arm now. I talk about it all the time. But I live across the country.
Sure.
I don't see a lot of those people. like doesn't mean I love DB any less, but it's like just tough.
Now, you don't like DB, we know.
Yeah, you're right.
The ladies hate him too.
Raw clam.
You know what? We were talking about bad food the other day, or what was that? Last week we had a question like, what's the worst thing you've ever eaten? That raw clam, by far, is the worst thing I've ever eaten. And then I remember him just looking at me, he goes, don't puke. And it's like, all right. That was the closest I ever came to puking on a table at a restaurant.
Classy.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tim. We appreciate it. You're listening to The Men's Room.
From coast to coast and around the world. If it's not important, you'll hear it here, exclusively on In Action News. Here now are Stone Ledbetter and Felix Foxworthy.
Tonight, thousands of fans celebrated earlier today when Morrissey canceled his tour. But first, exciting news from a local university. Scientists there have successfully cloned an actual dinosaur using 65-million-year-old DNA.
They cloned a dinosaur.
Yes, Felix. Scientists have been trying to restore dinosaur DNA for years. The group at the university have become the first in the world to do it successfully. This is groundbreaking stuff in the world of genetics.
I understand that, Stone. I just don't think it is a good idea to clone a dinosaur, Playboy. Did they not see the movie Jurassic Park?
Oh, come on, Felix. It doesn't have to be like Jurassic Park. What do you think is going to happen?
So, are we going to see any dinosaurs on this dinosaur tour?
That is the idea, my main man. Just be patient. You'll see dinosaurs. I spared no expense.
Then why is the steering wheel on the right side of the Jeep?
Okay, I saved a little money by hiring a British factory to make my vehicles, but otherwise, I spared no expense.
Did you pay the energy bill?
Okay, I spared a little extra expense on the energy bill as well. Why do you ask, Miss Boney?
Because I think the power's about to go out.
Uh-oh.
Why did we stop?
Nothing to worry about, just a small glitch. We should have you up and running in no time.
Hear that, Felix? Nothing to worry about. Just a glitch.
Yeah. Did you hear that?
Did I hear what?
Listen. Why do you have a glass of water?
In case I get thirsty.
We have like 3 cases of water in the back.
Shh. Listen. Maybe it's the power trying to come back on.
We've lost power all over the park. I can't get the park back online until you pay the energy bill.
Yeah, the check is in the mail.
I told you that you should pay it online.
I forgot my password. Are the dinosaurs still in the paddocks?
So far they are. All except... Oh no.
What is it?
I can't track the Dolorosaurus.
If the Dolorosaurus escapes, God help us all. I don't think that's the sound of the power coming back on, Playboy.
I think you're right. That sounds like... That sounds... Stay very still and very quiet.
Easy to do when you're petrified by fear.
Just hope it doesn't look through the sunroof.
Ah!
Oh, Lord! Oh, my! Jesus Christ! Felix!
I am not understanding the words you are saying. Are you two doing okay?
Oh, my! Someone help us!
Again, it is difficult to understand what you are saying with all the screaming and the yelling.
It's almost rude. They're not telling us anything. And you've asked so nicely.
I know, right? I flew them to my island. I fed them. I give them a free tour and they can't bother to tell us what is happening. This is the problem with people, you know. Lack of communication. They just can't read the room.
That was a bit dramatic. But if it makes you feel any better, the dinosaurs resurrected at the local university is a plant-eating dinosaur, no larger than a modern turkey. I don't think you have anything to worry about, Felix. Felix? Ah! We'll be back next hour. Ah!
Flying. Same time, same place, every goddamn night, man. Come on.
Sorry, I just did
better
math.
than this.
Oh gosh.
It hurts.
Okay. Sounds dark.
I told you not to eat one of my cookies, man. I got stuff you ain't prepared for.
Who makes meth cookies?
I do, man, but for a client, I do not eat. Heroin, meth, crack, Xanax. Xanax for people that need to fly.
Dare I ask if you have anything to treat this?
Yeah, I got the constipation brownies, man.
Will I want them?
You will not, Stone.
Okay, just say no next time.
No.
Yeah, are you ready?
We are ready.
Okay.
We are rolling. Whenever you're ready.
Let's do this.
From coast to coast and around the world. If it's not important, you'll hear it here, exclusively on In Action News. Here now are Stone Ledbetter and Felix Foxworthy.
Hello, friends. Your In Action News team here, ready to answer another of your inquiries about common knowledge subjects.
Yeah, way to call them out on common knowledge subjects, Playboy. Might as well just say, are you stupid? We can help.
Not now, Felix. This one is from Danielle, who says, Dear In Action News, I'm happy to say I just got my first car. Well, congratulations.
Yeah.
But I've heard about changing the oil, and I don't even know where to start.
I would start at the oil pan.
Yes, Danielle, changing the oil is a vital part of maintaining the health and longevity of your car. Traditionally, mechanics would recommend changing your oil once every 3 months or 3,000 miles. But with newer technology, vehicles can last up to 5,000 or 10,000 miles before needing a change.
We always just waited until it started smoking, like my Nana. She was always chain smoking in the car, man.
That sounds terrible for both the car and you. How many cars did your family go through?
I don't have that many fingers, Playboy.
I can imagine. Anyway, keep track of how long it's been since your last change using the odometer or trip meter on your dash. When it comes to finally changing the oil, you can seek help from a local mechanic or do it yourself.
Just make sure you get motor.
Room returns with Miles and Thrill. Now, let's see what's happening in the real world.
All right, here we go. Florida woman has $300 stashed inside of her. And trust me, you wouldn't want to take it out. We go to Glacier National Park where one 60-year-old visitor takes a shorter route. Man takes another man hostage before police arrive and shoot off the hostage's thumb. To Spain where one matador might never be able to procreate. And today's rescued animal is a sheep that went through a car wash. It is time for your headlines.
Now, it's time to hit the headlines. Here's my cock.
All right, our top story. We go to Tennessee, where they're serious about football. A video is going viral that features a high school football game in progress and features a crowd of players having recently celebrated a touchdown. Now, not long into the video, a bystander enters the frame, a young lady that goes to school in the county, and she rushes towards one of the players. The video she catches him off guard as she tackles him to the ground, but doesn't stop there. She gets back up, having sent it just a little bit too hard into him, turns around and rushes back to shove him back down into the ground. The story doesn't detail a reason as to why she assaulted the player, but she was arrested and faces charges. She's also been banned for life to come into any more games.
Great form tackle, though.
It was. I mean, to her credit, man, she knew what she was doing.
Right? Did a good wrap, drove with the legs, made it till he went all the way down to the ground.
You broke up with Becky. You hurt her feelings.
Because it doesn't detail, like, was she with the opposing school? Was she with that school and she knew that player? And
or did, like, that guy hit her brother?
I mean, who knows? That guy might be a complete D-bag. We have no idea. But, yeah, she wasn't having it.
She might be a psycho. Stay off the field.
No.
Right.
I mean, I know it's kind of
from a totally random school that just likes to, sabotage games.
Yeah.
Another news over to Germany where the buses are clean. Local police updated the public concerning an intruder on a bus that was going through a routine cleaning. The driver had left the bus to run through the massive car wash that they have there, reboarding it just after it was finished to clear it of any remaining litter that hadn't been collected yet. Now, while making the run through the bus, the driver noticed that he wasn't alone, as a sheep had managed to make its way onto the bus. The other side of the story appears to be that the sheep somehow escaped from a nearby pasture and wandered into the bus depot. The sheep eventually found the bus left unattended before going through the wash and decided to investigate. Eventually finding a comfy seat to lay on while the bus went through.
That's awesome.
They found the sheep's owner and brought it home.
Yeah.
The sheep was like, this is so cool.
But it blew his mind.
I mean, even as a kid, I loved it. I got to think, if I'm a sheep, I'm like, I don't know what this is, but this is cool.
Yeah.
All right, well, and the fact that it got onto one of those seats and just laid down and chilled out for a little while it's going through the wash, like, all right, cool, whatever.
Man, this is cool.
My dog panicked when I took him through the doggone car wash, so I don't know how this sheep is just getting along fine.
You know what? That's a good point. I remember Tigger hated it. My babysitter, their dog Muffin hated it.
I wonder if animals that have, like, human protection, so to speak, are more likely to be scared. Well, you know what I mean? Like, you take some broke kid from the hood, they're not scared of anyone. You take a rich kid, put him in the hood, he's terrified. So I wonder if a sheep who's not always doted over, like, they're like, I don't know what this is, but whatever, man.
Mike, fun fact, my dog Honey, she liked to roll down the windows in the back and look out. Yeah. And she knew how to do it with her paw. She did it in a car wash.
Oh,
yeah.
In a car wash. In the middle of an automatic car wash. It's like, Jesus, man. She got soaked.
Yeah, I bet she did.
Awesome.
You got to child lock those bastards.
I did not even think about it.
Yeah.
And I didn't know where that button was either.
Like my buddy, every time I get in his car, I'm like, because he has a small dog, I'm like, can you take off the child lock so I can roll down the window?
We go to Spain where the bull finally won. At a recent bullfighting show, the audience was shocked at a nightmare sight when the bull managed to make contact with one of Spain's top matadors. The bull tossed the matador into the air, causing him to somersault onto the ground as another matador coaxed the beast away. Now, our fallen hero collected himself as he looked at an area that was causing him pain, and it seemed that the bull had managed to stab him with a horn, causing significant bleeding. Others rushed to his aid, using their capes to protect his privacy as others inspected his wound, eventually helping him limp out of the ring, clutching the impaled area. But the reason that he's making headlines is because he was treated in the infirmary for, quote, bullhorn wound in the scrotum with evisceration of the right testicle.
Yeah, he's now called a ball fighter.
Oof. Man,
he didn't laugh at that joke. Yeah,
No,
I mean,
he
look,
didn't.
man, there's a million reasons why it's dangerous. And I'm like, that's part of it.
But just in case those stories up to bad taste in your mouth,
Thankfully, there's good news.
a man in Montana is lucky to be alive after a family trip in the mountains. While out at Glacier National Park, visitors watched as a 60-year-old man lost his footing and plunged 120 feet from an overlook.
Ooh.
He was found by a bystander who swooped in after witnessing the fall and found him face down in the water, non-responsive. He waded into the water, dragged him to a shallow spot, and performed CPR until he started breathing again.
Damn.
Rangers and rescue crews arrived shortly afterward and used a helicopter to extract him up and out of the wilderness, hailing the Good Samaritan as the real hero of the situation and the reason that our man is alive today. He did suffer multiple broken ribs, a severe elbow fracture, and lung complications.
There's no picture worth getting that close to the edge.
Nope.
Also, I find it ironic they said he found him. It's like, well, you watched him fall off that cliff into the water.
Yes. Right.
But good for the
I
good
can't
for
imagine
the
it, dude.
good for that guy that saved him though, because he clearly saved his life.
How do you fall 120 feet and make it out okay?
I
Especially
don't
laying
know.
face down in the water after you're done, because I can't imagine you have any air in your lungs left when you finish rolling, and then you got your face down in the water.
A good Samaritan. There's the difference in
Some
this
shallow
entire
ass water,
story.
too.
Yeah, no kidding, man. Hey, man, all it takes, what, 3 inches of water?
Something like that.
3 hot inches. And now time for Men's Room Sports. Good news, boys. Football is back on once again. You got some preseason football over on ESPN and NFL Network. You've also got baseball currently underway over on FS1. The Mariners finished up their series against the Milwaukee Brewers this afternoon. And what do you know? The Brewers won, leading them to lose yet another series.
What was the final?
7-5. I
Not as
believe
bad.
it was.
No. All right, that's it.
No, they're in the game.
It's hard to get as bad as it was in this series. I'm glad that we're finally done with it. We can move on and just not talk about
I thought
it.
they were going to blow it last night. I was like, thank God they didn't blow it last night.
Mike, those
No
saxophones are very loud on this season.
They are, dude. They got really freaking loud, man. I don't dig it. But they're currently on the road as they make the quick turnaround. They're coming back to Seattle to host a quick weekend series against the Chicago Cubs. Screw you, VD. That'll be on starting tomorrow night. As far as your weather, it's more of the same here, guys. We got mostly cloudy skies with a high of 81 tomorrow and a low of 60 tonight. And that is it for your headlines. With that, Mike Hawk is out.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Lovely Jolene up in second. Sure chance of $500 in gas coming up with Jolene at 7:20.
Yes, indeed, it is all true. But in the meantime, well, we be all about this bitch. So until tomorrow, please do what you do best. And for Letha's sake, stay beautiful.
The Men's Room has been taped before a live studio audience. Wardrobe and makeup provided by Mantastic Limited. This has been a presentation of the Men's Room Radio Network. Oh, man! A Double Flush production.